Alright. Waiting for it. There we go. Okay, hello everyone, it's your favorite programming error that just refused to be fixed, CodeErr, and we're live, playing some Doki Doki Club meetings. Now, this is maybe a little bit weird for some people. For those of you watching this as a VOD, not so much. But I am in fact streaming this not on a Saturday, but on a Sunday. In addition to having streamed it on Saturday. Yes, I am doubling down on this game right now. So yes. And hello Ivanov, you are first today, welcome to the stream. But yeah, doubling down real hard. And tomorrow, I might as well say this right now, it's in my stream schedule on Twitch right now. And it is also on my Discord, which by the way, if anyone is watching this as a VOD and hasn't joined the Discord, feel free to. We're a very nice little community, I'd say. But yeah, tomorrow I'm gonna be streaming Inscription again. It's been a while. And I wanted to do a at least slightly spoopy game for Halloween. So I thought, hey, let's play the spoopy card game. And I will try to beat Skull Rush. I will try my very best. We'll see how it goes. And Rob is also here. Hello, hello. Hello everyone. Now I think we might as well get everything set up, because knowing this mod, it's gonna take a while to get to the end. Had to reset Twitch 6 times to be able to chat. Damn, imagine. And yes, Gabe, everyone is here. Everyone is here. Ain't that something? Well, not everyone technically, but still. Alright. We're on to episode 15 already. We already cleared the first 2 episodes. Gonna do the next 2 today. And next time I stream, I will finish the first half of the second season. Again, hopefully by the time I'm done with everything in Season 2, the Season 3 collection will be out. And then once the Season 3 collection is out, I'm gonna try to finish it in time so I can then start writing emails. Because, oh boy, can't wait. Alright, now let's see. Episode 15 is next. I hope you're looking forward to this one. Yuri chats with the player. Sayori feels a little off. Kenzo gets academic counseling, and Natsuki hosts the newlywed game. Ooh, okay. Well, let's begin. But before we begin, I guess I actually gotta answer Ivanov real quick. What did you think of the Sid and Zell designs? Oh, you mean the ones you dropped in mod art? Trying to remember which one's which. Which is which? He didn't exactly put names. Alright, of course. The top one is Zell, right? Judging by the hair. Yeah, no, okay, got it. Just for reference. And yes, looking clean. The hair for the first one must have been kind of annoying to make. Then again, I know you do a lot of detailed stuff, so yeah. And of course, it kinda looking cute. Even when represented like that. Is mod art a special secret channel? It is a special secret channel. Ooh, only very few people are in there. I was watching Angel Beats and waiting for you to stream. Ended 10 minutes before stream. Did once before. Also, I think it was also the one announced early. Might have fast internet tonight or tomorrow. Good. Need all the fast internet. Alright, where was I? 7:29. Probably have another 10 minutes to get, at least until Sayori's here. Should I bug her right at 7:30 like she asked me to, or wait until our usual time? Probably best to let her sleep in a little. She never gets enough sleep. Well, in the meantime, Sayori? Well, in the meantime, wonder what I should get for lunch today. I could get the Sayori. I agree. So, that means fast internet tonight. Okay, yeah, but tomorrow would be the 31st. Again, Halloween stream, which, again, I'll return to the spooky card game. Hopefully that's gonna be interesting enough. Before it tries to do the hair. Ew. But you pulled it off.
Hi, MC.
You're up really early today.
Am I? I thought this was when I was supposed to meet you.
Well, yeah, but it's just that usually you come out a lot later.
I guess that's true.
It's because she's starting to get therapy. She's actually waking up on time. The therapy's already helping. A little bit at least. Maybe. I hope. I hope that's what's going on here. How are you feeling today?
Okay, I guess.
I'm glad to hear it, Ban. MC runs his hand through Sayori's hair, but she has no reaction other than looking at his hand. Are you sure you're okay? Not feeling depressed or anything?
I guess I don't have to think about it. Do I feel depressed right now? It's hard to say. I think I still am depressed, but I don't feel depressed. Like, I still have, I guess, all these depressive thoughts about me being a bad person, but I don't feel bad about it, weirdly. To be honest, I don't feel much of anything right now. Just normal, I guess.
Is that why you didn't react at all when I touched you?
Yeah, I think so. Like, I think I should have been excited about it, but I just wasn't. It was just, you were touching me. It's kinda weird. I'm not sure how to explain it. It's like I'm outside myself. I still know everything that I know, like rationally, I just don't feel any of it because I'm not there. So I'm not sure this is making any sense.
Maybe antidepressants might be, side effects and stuff. Halfway to poetry? Oh no. Oh no, oh no. Also, I'm sorry if my voices sound extra bad today. Because, oh my god, I feel like I might actually be getting sick. Which is bad. I don't want that. But yeah, if I have a little bit... If my voice sounds a little bit off, or I take a sip more frequently, then that would be why. All I need is Kazumu's reference. Ah. I'm sure it's on his Discord somewhere. I mean, I could look, maybe. The DLC 2 days in a row is killing. Maybe it is killing me. Who knows? Boo! My PC is shit and so slow. Oh no! You slow PC! Why the slow PC? Gotta upgrade at some point. I have no PC? Well, Rob, I guess it just sucks to suck. I'm getting stalled. I know this is gonna take a long time to get through. We might as well keep going. No, I think I kinda get it. Do you think this is because of the medication they're having you try?
Yeah, probably.
Oh, so MC knows about her attending therapy. Okay.
I can't think of anything else that it would be.
Well, you should let the doctor know to change it then. It doesn't seem like this is working well for you.
I don't know. I'm kind of okay with it.
Even though you don't feel anything?
Yeah. Not feeling anything is fine. It's nice.
Well, I think your goal ought to be feeling good things. Do you want to get going now? Feels weird to be on time and not have to hurry.
I really want to, no. But it's the thing we're supposed to do now, I guess. So we should probably get going.
I'm kind of worried for you, Sayori.
Yes, you often are.
It's just, I don't think I've seen you smile yet today, and that's strange.
Maybe, but I don't feel awful. So in a way, I'm better than I've ever been. I remember you told me that I was okay to act normally around you and not put up a false show of happiness. Is that still true?
Of course it is. I don't ever want you to feel like you have to put effort into putting up a front for me. It's just strange that this is how you really feel right now. It'll take me some time to get used to.
I understand. We should probably get going.
Yeah. So he needs a cookie jar. I'm not sure the cookie jar helps right now. She needs different medication. Talk to your doctor again. Well, we're here with 15 minutes to spare. I don't actually know what to do with the time.
We could go to our first classes and study. You look surprised.
I don't think I've ever heard you suggest studying as a way to pass the time before.
While we're at school, that's what we're supposed to do, right? Study?
Yeah, I guess so. Hey, can I ask you kind of a weird question?
Of course.
So, I know you say you can't really feel anything right now. But, do you still love me? Or can you not feel that either right now?
I don't feel it right now because I don't feel anything. But I know for a fact that I love you anyway. The feeling is still there, I know. I just can't get at it. So don't worry. If there's anything at all that I know for sure about myself, it's that I love you. And that will always be true, even when I'm feeling weird.
Thank you, that's good to know. Well, I'm going to head to my class to, study, I guess. I love you too, Cinnamon Bun. MC plants a kiss on Sawyer's forehead and walks away.
Not sure if it's better to lose both depression and love, or to have both depression and love. Sure is nice to have a break from depression, though.
It's a weird question. Yes. Or re. No, neither.
Hey, Sayori. Hello, Monica. How are you feeling today? MC and I were just talking about that. I don't really feel much of anything today. I started doing therapy, see, and... You started seeing a therapist? Oh, Sayori, that's such wonderful news.
Monica hugs Sayori tight.
I'm really glad to hear that. How has it been going? Okay, I guess. I've been taking some medication for my depression, but so far it just keeps me from feeling anything. Like, I feel like I'm outside myself and looking at myself, kind of. And I don't really feel anything that I should, so it's kind of weird. But at the same time, it's nice to not have my depression screaming in my ear all the time. Well, hopefully that's something that can be fixed over time, but it's nice to hear that you're getting any kind of break from your depression. So how long have you been feeling like this? Or not feeling like this, I guess? A couple of days or so. The doctor told me that this might happen. It's kind of weird. I feel more natural. I feel more neutral earlier in the day, and then later in the day I get a little looser, I think. But my depression still doesn't come back, which I like. Well, that's good news. I actually came to ask you for something later in the day. What's that? Well, it occurs to me that we've spent a lot of time together since the incident. Fixing things, working on problems, trying to hold the others together. But we haven't spent much time together just as friends, and that's a shame because we were so close before, you know. And I'd still like us to be. So I was wondering if you wanted to do a sleepover today. Yeah, I'd really like that, I think. But yes, do you want me to come over after school? Yeah. Oh, MC will be fine walking home by himself for one day, right? Yes, he'll be fine. You'll probably walk home with him anyway. So what do you want to do during the sleepover anyway?
Personally, I'm a fan of but Re is good too. How does love and depression work together? He loves me, he doesn't. I want to get up early to see him. I don't want to get up. Kinda cancel out. Well, still, go dying at unnatural Sayori text. I am just dying in general today, probably. Like playing a game where I need to do voices when I know I'm feeling slightly sickish. Probably not the best idea, but here I am doing it anyway.
Oh, whatever you want, really. We can study, do nails, talk about boys. Well, one in particular if you prefer. I'd just like to spend some time with you, and I'll probably be pretty stressed out later today. I have to have my first big student council meeting about the club, and I'll probably want to spend some time decompressing, and I can't think of a better way to do that than in your company. Yeah, that sounds nice. I have an idea, though. I need to grab some clothes and a toothbrush and everything, so why don't you stop by my house after school? That way I can still walk with MC. It's adorable that you're still doing everything you can for him, even though you're a bit out of it. Well, I do need to that change of clothes and stuff. But yeah, that's what I was talking about with him when you came up. Even though I have trouble feeling it, I know I still love him. And that's kind of comforting. I bet it is. Alright, I'll drive down to your house after school then. I could give you guys a ride, but you probably enjoyed the walk, huh? Yeah, we do. I'll see you there then. Have a good day. You too.
Alright. Die in general, even without games, fair. And hello! Hello, Edswell, Tord, and Tord. Oh no. The double. Fastback! It's been a bit, how are you? Welcome back! Hi! Welcome to the stream. How are you doing? How have you been? We're currently playing, again, still in the DDLC hype as always. Currently enjoying Club Meetings, Season 2 specifically. One episode, what was it, 13? It has been a bit, I'm good. That's good to know. Glad to know you've been well. Sawado. Why, Rob? Save points for the inscription, oh my. Because I can redeem it. Oh no. I'm already doing a very hard challenge and you're saving for the Omai. Oh no, I'm gonna regret saying I'll stream it again. But it should still be fun, even if chat tries to kill me. Right, Miss Ida. Let's see if I can at least... And Fastback has a new story. I remember Fastback stories always going crazy, so... I'm curious. Okay, so I need to both remember her voice and try to replicate it again. Despite me not feeling too good. Okay. That you won't end until you beat it. Points back. I said that I was talking about, hey, I could do that for like a special for like the 500 followers. But now I'm doing it as a Halloween special, so it's something different. We'll see. We'll see. Technically, it's not what I initially talked about.
Hi, Kenzo. Hi, Kenzo. Thanks for getting this out of the way quickly. These little admin meetings are such a pain.
Yeah, they're pretty bad. Just glad to get it done with.
Alright, let's see here. I'm supposed to review current academic performance, and then follow up in a later meeting with recommendations for improvement, if any. So let's review your current academic performance. Let's see. You're doing pretty well in math, mostly B's and some B minuses. Doing great in PE and Japanese. A grades there. You're getting a B in my class right now. And you had a little trouble with bio last year, got a C minus there. Looks like A's and B's in the various social studies classes. I see you're involved in basketball and doing well there. That's great.
Ah, yes. I got into a fist fight in a bar. Did not start the fight. I work at the bar. So wait, as someone working at the bar, you got involved in a fight. Oh no. How did that come to be? Like, were some dudes fighting and you were trying to intervene or something and kind of joined in because of it? Or both, which makes it more special. I think I'll do the 500 follower special a little bit later. I'll push it off a bit more and see if I can think of something good to do. Maybe some new reveals again. We'll see. I was trying to break it up. Okay. Got it. But yeah, if people refuse to listen to reason, then I guess joining the fight is the only way to break it up. Damn.
Oh, but not doing so well in English, I see.
Yeah, that's always been kind of a tough subject for me.
Well, a D minus is kind of a problem. Why do you think you struggle with this topic?
I'm not really sure, actually. I honestly speak pretty good English. It's just advanced English I just can't focus much in. Because we stopped talking about the language itself so much. Instead of talking about grammar and vocabulary, we really talk about usages and stuff. I guess I have some trouble focusing on that because it doesn't seem like learning the language.
Well, it's still something you need to take seriously.
I know it's just tough. And now it's even worse because I'm already doing so badly. It kind of takes away a lot of motivation to try and drag the grade up much, you know?
I can understand that, but you need to keep working hard. Who's your English teacher?
Mr. Williams?
Ah, that's good news at least. I know him very well. Maybe we can find a way for you to get some extra credit or get caught up. I'll talk to him and we'll see what we can do. But if we get you caught up a little bit, you need to start working harder. You're a very promising student, Kenzo, but if colleges see a wide array of grades like this, they'll think you're a student that only applies himself selectively, so it's important to keep your grades as high as you can.
Yes, Miss Ida.
Don't you yes, Miss Ida me? I'm on your side in this, really. I really do think it would be a good idea for you to keep up the grade as high as you can. But I do understand that it can seem really discouraging once it's already low. I'll talk to Mr. Williams about it, okay? And hopefully we'll talk about some way you can get a bit of credit. It's a lot less discouraging to pull a C plus or a B than a D minus to a B.
Yeah, that's true. Thanks for your help, Miss Ida. Didn't really mean to complain so much. It's just a hard class for me.
Of course, I'll talk to Mr. Williams sometime later this week or early next week, and I'll let you know what he says. Just make sure you take advantage. Don't make me look bad by asking him for a favor for you and then wasting it.
I won't, I promise.
Good to hear. Off with you now. We'll talk again soon. Maybe I can kill two birds with one stone here. Kenzo needs help appreciating English, and he's having trouble with the language, not with the language itself, but with appreciation and literature. And I'd like to learn more about the literature club without being too creepy. Plus, the students in the literature club seem very bright.
Alright, I need to catch up with chat again, hang on. So I got hit and then proceeded to make them both wish they were never born. Damn, really going all in there, huh? This was an hour after my girlfriend broke. Oh! Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I'm really sorry to hear that. At least you got your frustration out, yeah, Rob. I mean, that's one way to look at it. But damn, I really am sorry to hear that. Hope you. I mean, you said you're doing okay, but I hope you mean it. Make a 1 million goal for the Final Fours without any time limit. Make some good reward. And Miss Ida is a good teacher, I agree. Also, yeah, Sid, welcome to the stream. How are you? So you were both in Bones' stream and Gabe's stream. So, yeah, welcome to my stream now. Apparently you have a little bit more time today to look at streams. Hope you're doing well. Hope you didn't hear him then. Shit, the anime villain is Ida. Wow, I was very angry. I really hope that that bar fight at least helped you get some anger out, as Rob said. But, must have been really rough. Like, I wouldn't really know because, again, to have a breakup I would have to be in a relationship first, but damn. Safe to say I live by myself now. Whew. Well, again, as long as you're okay, that's really all that matters, I think. Now, I don't want to drag the mood down too much here, I think, so I'll move on with the game a little bit. But if you have anything else to say in chat, I am willing to lend an ear. Not like I can really do much though, but you know. I think we've been over this many times in the past.
They'd probably be able to broaden Kenzo's mind as to literature. Although he and Sayori are exes, aren't they?
I almost read that as EXCs for some reason. Like Miss Ida knows they're in a game. Imagine if she knew already. I got the dog though? Okay, that is at least one good thing. Got the doggo. Nice. That must have lightened the load at least a tiny bit. But I still can't imagine it being a pleasant experience overall.
Maybe that would be too awkward, and I shouldn't do this just because I'm curious about the literature club either. Let's see. Would I do this even if I didn't have any interest in the literature club? Yes, I think I would. It really is what he needs. So it is just a happy coincidence for me. But first I need to talk to Mr. Williams. He'll need to sign off on this. And I should probably try to get Monica to sign off on this too. Or maybe not. I don't want them to feel weirded out by my interest. Maybe best just to have Kenzo approach them and explain he needs extra credit. No, I really should approach Monica myself. And hopefully that'll work out for the best. It's strange. I really liked visiting them last week. It tickled a more creative part of my brain that I haven't used in a long time, and it reminded me of back when I used to have more friends. Back before I started the never-ending grind to get to this spot, I missed feeling that familial with people. I really envy them. Hopefully they appreciate what they have, and how important it is that they enjoy every moment of it before they lose it. But enough of that, let's focus on the next class.
Ah, yes. Oh my god, the quotes! The quotes are here. The roof is sparsely populated. As the weather cools down, most of the students start congregating inside during breaks. Strangely, Yuri is nowhere to be seen. Her normal spot sits...
Sorry, that was me, of course.
Thank you, Yuri. On all spots, it's completely empty. Yeah. Thanks for cutting off the narrator, but, hi, Yuri.
Thought I would give you a little surprise. Might as well as long as I can while I'm the club president. So I came here to eat lunch instead of up on the roof. It's actually much better for days when I'm feeling like I want isolation. Anyway, it's great to see you. We haven't really seen each other since the summer when you came with me to the aquarium. Sorry, I always feel a little weird pulling the game over to me. It feels a little selfish every time I do it. But I just wanted to talk to you about things. Monica said she was able to pick your brain about stuff over the break. And it sounded like it was a really interesting conversation. Some pretty interesting things happened since the term started, and I'd like your advice. Honestly, some pretty interesting things have happened even today.
My stream went out because everything went quiet. Nope. That was just Yuri transitioning everything over to the space classroom.
I haven't been directly watching, but I know more or less what's been happening. Monica will be troubled by what's happening with Miss Ida, but hey, where are my manners? It's much more polite to let you control the conversation in situations like this. Can I ask your advice about these topics any order you want?
Okay, let me think. Damn it, my nose, I hate this. Alright. Miss Ida, Sayori's effect, your mod idea, Monica and the student council, or you? We'll talk about everything. I think we'll go down the line. Or I guess we'll start with Monica.
Poor Monica. That asks you for a lot of stress, but we're very glad she does it, although she doesn't tell us much about all that. From what I can tell, it's the cause of way more stress that she lets on. I hope she doesn't work herself up too badly over it. What do you think?
Shouldn't the club offer to help? What's the student council like? She works really hard. You know what, let me save here. Just in case I want to come back to it. What's the student council even like?
They're very serious and stern. They have the reputation of being somewhat, how to put it, exacting, I guess I'd say. No one looks forward to meeting with them. Especially people who run club or sports organizations like Monica. They're very demanding of school organizations. They do have a very hard job, though, to be fair. They have to balance a bunch of competing interests and make sure the school isn't wasting money. That's a lot of responsibility, I suppose. And as stern and serious as they are, their reputation for that kind of thing is matched by Monica's. You may not get the chance to see it very often, but Monica is very respected at the school, even feared by some people. She has the reputation of someone who works very hard and gets things done, and expects the same of other people, so if anyone's prepared for the difficulties of facing the student council, it's Monica. Of course, she's a big softie once you get to know her. If anything, she's actually much more shy and retiring than her public persona. She's just one of those people who works very hard on her image, which is another way she resembles the student council officers.
Alright, next. Let's talk about Miss Ida, I guess, maybe. Somebody tries to come back to spending 20 minutes on this conversation. Who knows how much time I'm spending here. I'll be struggling tomorrow, 2 AM and PE tomorrow. Shouldn't you get some rest in that case? You're not forced to watch my stream. Like, nobody's forcing you to be here. If you need sleep, by all accounts, get sleep. Only stay if you're sure you're gonna be okay. Miss Ida.
Yes. We've been troubled by the question of what to do about Miss Ida. Given how kind of curious she is, I've wanted to bring her into the fold, so to speak, but all the others are against it, so I haven't been fighting them on it. Especially Monica. She doesn't want other people to know. She thinks it's a kindness to them. What do you think?
I think we should wait and see. Like, honestly, I kind of agree that someone finding out about this would freak them out a lot. But I also agree that Miss Ida is very kind and would probably be able to help. For now, though, waiting is probably, like, most sensible. It's only 6 PM here. Well, time zones, you know? Time zones are a thing, sadly. Let's wait and see.
That's probably the wisest. She is a curious one, isn't she? She might find out on her own, left to her own devices. That probably wouldn't be good. If she gets that far, we'll probably need to talk to her. Or alternatively, we should never let her get that far. Still, it would be nice to have more people to talk to about everything and get some different perspectives. But I don't want to hurt anyone to do so, so we'll see.
Let's talk about Sayori.
Yes, she's experiencing a common side effect when first taking medication, especially for depression. I'm a little troubled that she's resistant to talking to her doctor about adjusting the dose. That should be a normal part of the process so she can adjust and be able to have a normal, healthy mental state. Hopefully MC should be able to help her. Do you think she'll talk to her doctor?
With MC's help. She's not the type of person to do a lot of on her own.
Yes, that is probably so. Even though she has been surprisingly strong in her own right, maybe this is one of the things she cannot do on her own. She does seem to enjoy getting help from MC, I've noticed. That is a very good sign. If she enjoys it, she's more likely to let him help, and I think he can be counted on to guide her to more serious help. So overall, I'm quite hopeful. Can I ask your advice about these topics?
Alright, next. I guess your mod idea and then we'll talk about her.
Oh, I haven't actually decided about that yet. I'm not sure what to... I want to do another horror mod. The first one wasn't quite what I hoped, and I'm not sure I cut out to do a comedy mod like the others. I think I have a pretty good idea. What would you want to see?
Personally, I'm a big comedy fan, so I'm gonna say comedy on this one.
A very fruitful genre of DLC modding. It works well because of the fine line between comedy and horror. Because you normally associate us with tension and tragedy, it's wonderful and relieving to see us in comedy. The only problem is that I'm not much of a comedian, certainly not compared to anyone else in the literature club. Maybe I should try my hand at it just to force myself into something I wouldn't normally do. I do like to challenge myself and my weaknesses. Something to think about.
Advice about these topics, any order you want. What do I want to talk to her about? I don't know. There are so many options left. I got the Kazumu reference. We're days away from CodeErr being buildable. Oh no, I'm scared.
Me? What about me?
You seem really confident being present now. Why do you want to talk to me? How are you generally? Why do you want to talk to me?
I guess I'm just curious about your perspective. You have a very unique view of our world, and it would be a shame not to benefit by it. Plus, it's nice to talk to you. Obviously, we don't know much about you, but you're in here and part of the family, so to speak. So it feels natural and friendly to speak to you from time to time when I get the chance, like now. Before I go, let me ask you one more thing. Forgive me if it's a question you've heard before, and I promise I won't tell anyone or get offended, but which one of us is your favorite?
Well, I think I've been pretty vocal about my opinion. I do like MC. And I do like all of them. I like all of them, including MC. Like, MC is my dude, my man, but I've been pretty vocal about my preferences, I believe, so sorry, Yuri, if that upsets you, but it's the truth.
Can I tell you a secret? You seem like the trustworthy type.
Oh?
Natsuki's my favorite too.
Let's go! See, me and Yuri have something in common. The text I can't read because I'm dumb. It's not because you're dumb, it's just because it takes a long time to get used to. Same for me. Damn, I'm tired. If you're tired, sleep might help you. Sleep is your friend. It can be, at least.
Ever since the incident happened, we've become very close friends. I don't think there's anyone I trust more in the whole world. She's very cursed on the exterior, of course, but she really does have a heart of pure gold, and no one has ever done so much to look out for me. So I do have to say she's my favorite. She's my best friend, and I guess I'll also say that she...
Oh no. Unless you have sleep paralysis, yeah, then sleep is not your friend. True. The ship is ever present. It is.
She brings a lot to the club.
Ah, yes, of course. That is what you were gonna say, right, Yuri?
Not sure what we do without her. Well, I'll be off now. Thanks for chatting with me. I don't know if I'll get to talk to you much before Monica takes over as president again, so I hope you're well until the next time we meet.
VP. VP? I'm assuming means Vice President of the Student Council. That's my guess. Hello, Monica.
Hi, Harry. My meeting with the council was scheduled for now.
Yes, sorry about that. We were taking a look at some of the Literature Club paperwork, and the president decided that the Literature Club situation required a bit more thought, as well as the entire student council. So, if you're available, could you drop by this evening after school? We have a few questions and would like to discuss the Literature Club situation.
Of course. Although, of course, I hope this will not delay the process of the club's applications. The deadline for the council to finalize application responses is in 2 days, as I'm sure you know.
Yes, of course. That's why we'd like to have the discussion this evening rather than later if we can.
Well, it's highly unconventional. I suppose I can drop by if it would assist the council in its deliberations. Shall I come prepared to discuss any topic in particular?
In particular, no.
Hang on a second. Damn it, I'm dying. Okay. Have I found out what this says? Not... Well, it's using some characters, though. It's definitely using some Japanese characters. Like, I can recognize some of those. Alright. Can something? This? Can you read this code? There we go. Took me a moment. I figured it out. I was able to read it. It just took a moment.
In particular, no. Just the Literature Club generally.
Very well. I presume the whole council will be there.
We will, yes.
Alright, I'll see you then.
Yes, I'll let everyone know you're coming by tonight.
I look forward to it. Shit, they always put pressure on me, but a late night meeting with the whole council? They must really want to mess with me this time. Maybe I should bring someone else from the club as backup. No, probably not. They wouldn't have all the context. Plus, I kind of want to insulate my friends from all this gross stuff. I'll just have to take care of it myself. The student council is a problem I have handled before, and I will handle them again. But speaking of the literature club, time to go. Don't want to be late yet again.
Alright, literature club time. Let's go. I'm ready for poems already.
But anyway, yeah, I thought it was pretty cool.
Sounds like it. Why blue, though?
I have no idea. So what did you write about for your poem this week? You're probably pretty happy with the theme. What's about animals are in your wheelhouse?
I was happy with it, yes, but you know I like to keep my poems to myself until it's sharing time. They're more impactful that way.
Yeah, you're ever so mysterious. Well, you don't get to see mine then until it's time either. I do kind of miss when the club used to go around and do one-on-one feedback with every other person. Sometimes I think we got more honest feedback that way.
Maybe it was definitely more private feeling, and maybe it was easy to give negative feedback if we had it, especially to MC. But I don't know, I kind of like the system we have now. and I feel like we're all close enough to be able to give honest feedback without any problems.
Yeah, that's probably true.
I did finally decide what I want my mod for the semester to be about. If you want to hear something secret,
Absolutely. What's it going to be?
well, it's going to be a romance mod. I know that's a little bit cliche, but I got a really good idea for one, so I'm going to try it.
So what's the idea?
You'll see.
Hey girls.
Is everything okay?
Yeah, you look kinda stressed.
Maybe a little, but really it's nothing serious. Just student council related stuff. Nothing I haven't handled before. So Yuri and MC not here yet.
No, but that's because you're actually early for once, not because they're late. Although they might well be late. For the usual reason.
Actually, Sayori's kind of acting differently today. I think her medication is giving her a little bit of a flat demeanor. I wonder if that's messing with her affection towards MC.
It's a common side effect of certain psychiatric medication. She'll only have to work on the right dosage.
She finally ended up seeing a dog, huh? Good for her.
Just remember when I was in high school, bought my friend's car and covered it in anime stickers, because why not? Was your friend at least a fan of anime? Because if they were a normie who did not enjoy the fine medium of anime, then they might be very upset about it. But yes, good on you for that one.
Yeah, I think she mentioned something like that. Hopefully they get it somewhere comfortable for her.
No complete normie. Oh, that must have been quite the shock for them then.
But speaking of comfortable, I want to be comfortable here no matter what. So let's not draw undue attention towards it. And let's do our best to make her feeling happy and loved.
Of course.
MC walks through the door and drops his backpack to the ground. He doesn't look sad exactly, maybe just a little low energy.
So Yuri's not with you today?
No, I've been trying to give her a little space today. Her meds are making her feel a little strange. It sort of feels like me being around her too much tires her out right now, but I still want her to know that I am here and ready for her to lean on if she needs me. I'm not going to lie, I've gotten really used to being around her most of the time. Being away from her sucks. I feel just drained. I guess like everything's a little more grey and dull. Feels a little sappy when I put it that way, but that's the way it is.
Don't worry, MC. If she can be made to feel happy today, we'll make her feel happy. And if not, we'll at least make her feel safe. I know you always do a great job with that. Plus, in any event, her meds are supposed to get a little less oppressive later in the day, so maybe she'll get a little more emotive. And let's try our hardest to give her back some of the joy she always gives us. Okay, everyone? Hi, everyone!
And there she is. Kazumu... Trojan virus... Fits perfectly, but can't mix the names. Well, maybe Rob has an idea again, because Rob was a genius last time. Can't sleep because I need channel points. Hard on the grind. You know, technically you could lurk for those too. But you can only get the little chests for the extra channel points if you stick around more actively. True. You have to be there for those. Had to reset. Oh, right, what Ivanov is talking about mixing names. You were kind of a genius at mixing the names last time, so... I was wondering if you'd want to give this one a shot.
Hi, everyone! I might be a little, why is everyone looking at me like that?
Say Yuri, damn girl, you're looking fine today. Trying to impress your man?
I look exactly the same as I always do. Don't I?
Well, I don't know about that. All I know is, you look hella fine.
Thank you.
Hello, Sayori. Natsuki's right, you look especially radiant today.
Thanks.
Of course. We're so glad to see you.
It's kind of weird. It's not that odd, is it? You know, I always try to make the club feel welcome for everyone, especially when they might need a bit of cheering up. I need cheering up though. I don't feel bad in any way. I just feel a little numb. Alright, I hear you. I see what you're saying. I'm picking up what you're putting down. But have you considered this?
Hi, Cinnamon Bun. I just wanted to say that I love you. And you are more precious to me than anything in the whole world. And I miss you terribly, even being away from you for a little while today.
Thank you, MC. I love you too.
I'm so glad to see you smile. You don't have to keep doing it or anything. I know you feel a little off. I just wanted to tell you how happy it makes me when you're happy.
I know. Okay, everyone. And you two especially. Let's move on from the diabetes and get to literature. I think today we will draw names to see who gets to decide our activities, since we no longer have Miss Ida breathing down our necks. Yuri did her thing last week, so that's MC, so Yuri, me, and Natsuki. So Yuri, do you want to do the honors? Sure! Natsuki wins! Well, Natsuki, what will today's activity be?
Oh, I'm excited. It's a Natsuki activity. Natsuki activity, let's go.
Well, I have a great one. In honor of the recent, Yuri, give me a fancy word for the state of being tangled up with someone.
Entanglement? Interwovenness? No. Involvement is too ordinary. Wait, I have it. Enmeshment.
Yes, excellent. Thank you, wordsmith.
Oh, of course.
In honor of the recent enmeshment of our dear friends Sayori and MC, we're gonna have them play the newlywed game.
I actually don't know what that is.
So you take a couple, preferably a new couple, and you ask one of them a question like, how many kids do you want or something? And then you have to get the other one to guess what they think the first one's answer is. That's like a little test for how well you know each other as a couple. Sounds fun. Yeah.
Hang on a minute. I feel like I've said this before about some of our activities, but what exactly does this have to do with literature?
It's fun. Just do it. Came back on diabetes, and all I saw in my brain was the old guy say diabetes. Yes. I think so. I'll give it some more thought. Alright. Rob is deep in thought about the name. Very well.
Well, we could maybe ask them literature questions, and it requires them to use words.
I agree with Natsuki, that's enough reasoning for me.
For the purpose of communication. Okay, it doesn't really have anything to do with literature, but come on. It doesn't all have to be literature. Think of this as like an enrichment activity, something to get our brains loose and warmed up for the serious literature we will do after this.
Oh, alright.
Yes, Natsuki wins.
But one condition.
The way you said that was really ominous.
The newlywed game is a competitive game, Natsuki. That it's meant to be played between more than a couple of people to see who can do the best. So obviously, two of us need to be the other couple for MC and Sayori to play against. And of course that means...
Oh, I see where this is going. Natsuki and Yuri are about to be coupled for this one.
That means that we all need to draw names again to see who's going to do that. Yes, of course.
I guess that's only fair. Let's see. So it could be me and Natsuki, me and Yuri, or Natsuki and Yuri. Let's find out who it is. Would you draw some names again, Sayori? Sure thing, Chief.
It's gonna be Natsuki and Yuri. You already know it's gonna be those two.
Let's see here. The first one is Yuri. And the second one
It's happening.
is Monica.
Oh. Isn't she always confused? But yeah, you're right. As usual, right. She's my spirit animal. She is amazing. But she's a little bit more off today because, again, antidepressants and stuff. What species calls him again? I think he's a fox. Pretty sure.
Well, I guess that happened fair and square. Natsuki, I assume you have some questions already.
I sure do. But if I'm going to be the host, then first we need more of a game show vibe in here for our viewers. Can you hit us with the most game show-ish music we have, Monica?
I could, if I were the president.
Oh, right. Yuri, could you?
Oh, of course.
That one?
I have no idea what happened, but I'm sure it's much better.
Oh, it is. So take those and ADHD. Jesus. Well, but you know, it is good to take medication if you need it. Not gonna say anything more on that, because take for example someone who needs antidepressants but doesn't take them. That would be much worse. And they exist for a reason, and they do usually help. It's just annoying that that a lot of medication has certain side effects that are less than desirable. So it's always good if you'd always be better off if you didn't need them. But if you do need medication, always be sure to take them. But that's me being, yeah. Having ADHD and depression is weird. Must be a weird combo. But I hope the medication is doing its job. I will only sleep when I'm close to collapsing. But then there will be a lurk for the extra points. I see. Go beyond your limit and don't collapse. Not sure if that's healthy.
I have no idea what happened, but I'm sure it's much better now. Coming to you live from room 3L. It's the Doki Wet game. Let's meet our two couples for today. First, we have the couple that's not really a couple, even though they have so much in common. Like being tall and incredibly dull and book smart.
The whole club is tall compared to you. That doesn't narrow it down.
And both of them are terribly unimaginative people who constantly resort to height jokes. That's right, let's welcome Monica and Yuri. Boo, we the audience do not like this couple. Boo. They are the designated villains for this purpose. Boo. Boo.
Boo.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, nothing.
And now, the hero couple, Abana and her boy, Sayori and the one MC. The OTP of Doki Doki Literature Club. It's MC and Sayori. Yeah, woo, we like these guys.
Woo! I agree. Woo! My boy MC, go get it. Woo! Okay.
And of course, I'm your host, Natsuki.
Skull Rush tomorrow. Dude, no. Skull Rush will already kill me more than enough. But we'll see. We'll see how well I can do.
Now let me tell you about how the game is played.
Let's go, yes.
Each couple will receive the same 10 questions. 5 will be secretly answered by one member of the couple, and the other 5 by the other. And then we'll ask each participant what answers they think the other member of the couple gave. Each correct answer will net 1 point, and the most points at the end wins. So before we get started, we need to have our competitors write down their answers to our secret questions. So let's get to it.
Best ship is still Monica and Natsuki? Personally, I don't necessarily see it. Oh, you mean in the from the ship mod? The ship mod that, who was it? Monica made it, right? Yeah, you know what? No, I agree. That is one hell of a relationship. Monica and me also fair. I'm from watching American football. Ah, I see. So we're already in the hype. Let's go. Let's keep the hype going in that case.
Let's get to it.
Message missed? Oh no. I have 9 anvils. Is that supposed to be a threat? I hope not.
Oh my.
Natsuki, you wrote all these, right?
Sure did.
Is this, just a way for you to find out about stuff about me and MC's relationship?
No, but that is a huge incidental benefit.
I'm beginning to feel as though we have been played.
And we're back. Let's have our first 2 answering contestants, please. Looks like Sayori and Monica are up first. Let's get to our first question.
Yeah, I know it was kind of wrong. It slipped a little bit. It was like in between. I was like in between the Monica and Yuri voice for some reason. I don't know why I slipped into that. Again, I blame it on me being sick. And my nose is absolutely killing me right now. I hate it. And we're only an hour in.
Did your partner say they prefer the way you look with or without makeup? Sayori?
I don't really wear makeup that often. Plus, I think MC would say that he likes me without any changes. So I think he would say without.
And Monica?
This is a hard one. Yuri hasn't seen me much without the makeup, but she doesn't usually wear too much of it herself. And anyway, she probably appreciates less adornment in general, so I'll also say without.
Alright, let's go. What do we got?
Let's check those answers. MC said he likes Sayori better without makeup, correct. And Yuri said she likes Monica better with makeup. Better luck next time, Monica.
Really? I mean, I'm not mad, it's just not what I expected.
Well, I just respect how much effort you put into it. I don't really think you need it, it's just very lovely.
Thanks, Yuri.
So after one round, it's 1-0 in favor of Sayori and MC.
That's what we like to see. Let's go. Carcinogen, headband Rob. Good man. Good man, Rob. Let's go.
Next question. What habit of yours does your partner find most annoying? Let's start with Monica this time.
Annoying, huh? Hopefully me doing all the stuff during the club incident doesn't count as a habit. I guess I'll go with my catchphrase. I know she's not the biggest fan of those.
And Sayori?
My suicide habit!
Yeah, I would... we got the... Okay, yeah, no, just,
He probably doesn't like it he probably doesn't like that very much.
Yikes, Sayori. Well, let's see what the answers were. MC said, being late for school all the time.
I, didn't really think of suicide as a habit.
And as for Yuri, she said she hates it when Monica says, okay, everyone, and that's Monica's writing tip of the day. So it is the catchphrases, which is definitely correct.
Yay.
Sorry, Monica, it's just a little repetitive.
Well, don't worry, it's not like I'm going to stop.
Creepy. It's now 1-1. Time to get time for the next question. We asked MC and Yuri this question. If you could get a pass from the other person to do one thing they normally wouldn't let you do, what would it be? And on this one, we'll start with Sayori. Sayori, what would MC get you to let him do that you normally wouldn't?
Ha! That's actually kind of hard. I don't think there's anything MC would want to do that I wouldn't want to let him do. Oh, I know. He'd want me to let him come in and wake me up in the morning. He's always talking about wanting to come in and cook breakfast and wake me up gently on time. But so far, I just keep wanting to get up on my own.
Disgustingly adorable, Monica.
This is easy. She'd want me to let her try direct coding of our run environment.
Well, let's see.
That was 15 seconds. What do you mean it's not a habit? True, but that was in a dream sequence.
MC said he'd want to wake up Sayori in the morning, and Yuri said she wishes Monica would trust her more to edit the universe. Both are correct, so that's definitely a point for both. 2-2 now. The next question: if the other person was really trying to dress to impress you, what would they wear? Monica, let's start with you.
If Yuri was going to dress to impress me, why would she ever need to do that? Let's see. Well, she knows my tastes are slightly refined, so I'll go with a formal dress. Something like that.
Sayori?
If MC was trying really hard, he'd probably way overdo it and get a tuxedo. Actually, no. He'd try really hard to dress in a cool way. He'd, do his hair some slick way and wear a black hoodie and jeans or something. And I would hate it. But I would love that he tried.
Well, let's see what your partner said. Monica, Yuri said she would wear an evening gown. That definitely counts as a win. And MC said that he would dress cooler. Close, but is it close enough?
Oh, it's totally close enough. She said I would dress in a cool way.
Yeah, I guess I'll allow it. That brings our score to 3-3. Last question for these contestants before we switch. What part of your partner's body do they most like you touching?
Well, this could go a lot of different ways depending how far in a relationship you are. She said doo-doo. In a cool way or wrong way? No. No, not that way.
And only PG parts of the body, please, for the benefit of our family-friendly audience?
Well, that's too bad.
See, Sayori, I could have been a lot meaner about this. Anyway, let's start with you. What do you say, Sayori?
He seems to like all of it, really. But I'll say, anywhere on his upper leg. He always jumps a little when I do that.
Nice, nice. Pretty hot. Nice. Monica, what about Yuri's answer?
This is actually really easy, since I give legendary shoulder massages, and I know Yuri enjoys them from time to time, so my answer is shoulders and upper back.
Let's see. Yuri said the upper back.
She really does give very healing massages.
And MC's answer, he mostly likes to be touched on the neck. What a fascinating answer.
Sorry, MC, I feel like I should have known that one.
Oh, Bon, it's fine. It's like you said. There really aren't any bad places. Except maybe when you try to tickle me. And even that's fun.
Well, that makes the score 4-3 in favor of Monica and Yuri. Now time to switch around the players and see if the actual couple can turn it around. Let's bring up MC and Yuri. So again, Yuri and Monica lead by 4-3 as we head into the second set of questions.
Damn you, PG rating. Ah, I see. Good night, everyone. Good night. Yo, good night, Ivanov. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bedbugs bite. All that jazz. It was nice having you around.
Let's get started. And how long on average did the other person say they spent in the shower? If you're within 5 minutes, you get it right. Yuri, what do you say?
I don't really know how long Monica takes in the shower. It does seem like she'd have a lot to do hair-wise like me. And probably she'd round off to the nearest quarter hour, so I'll go with 30 minutes.
MC, what about you?
Me within 3 hours? Hey, even I don't take that long, but I do like long showers. Because once you're in the shower, it's really hard to get out. And I think everyone can relate to that. Easy. 5 minutes. It's actually less, but I might as well cover everything up to 10 minutes if I get a 5-minute error either way.
Alright, let's see the answers. Monica said she takes an hour in the shower on average.
Can't say I expected that.
I use it as relaxation time.
I mean, it's relatable. Even I don't shower actually, so it's forever. Bath. You know what? That's fair. Sometimes a nice bath is the superior way to go about it. It is true. Spend a long time in the shower for reasons I refuse to explain. Also fair. Also fair.
I use it as relaxation time. Don't judge me.
And Sayori said she takes 3 minutes on average. So MC gets it right. So the score is now 4-4. Next question. What is the most frivolous thing you spent money on according to your partner? MC will start with you.
DLC packs for strategy video games.
A very fast, very confident answer. Yuri, what do you spend money on frivolously according to Monica?
Well, it's a bit of a risky guess, but I don't feel I ever really spent money frivolously. I like to believe that I am rather frugal.
Yeah, true, she must not wash herself very well. I agree, like that's just enough to basically rinse your body under the water for a little bit. Much less properly wash, yeah. Does she not use shampoo or anything? Because if she did, that would definitely take longer than 3 minutes.
So I will say nothing.
Some very bold choices from both participants, but will it pay off? MC Sayori said you spent money frivolously on DLC packs for strategy video games. Like she wrote down exactly what you just said word for word. And Yuri, Monica said that you don't spend money frivolously.
Yay.
Good job, Yuri.
Oh, I'm glad you had faith in me to get the answer right.
Of course.
Oh, we go to the next question. The score is 5-5. What did their partner say was their biggest fear? Starting with you, Yuri.
This is simple. Monica's biggest fear is the destruction of the simulation.
And MC, what's Yuri's biggest fear?
Another simple one. Sayori's biggest fear is hurting her friends in any way. Especially me.
Maybe this round was too easy? Yuri Monika's biggest fear was system security? But I think I understand that to mean keeping our little universe secure.
That's right.
So you got it right, and MC, so Yuri's biggest fear was, as she put it, being a problem for MC and my friends? I'd say you got that one right.
Let's go. I spent a lot of time washing. Again, yeah. I was gonna say Yuri and I are the same. I mean, again, but I do take my time in the shower because it's so hard to get out once you're in there, because I'm like, what the... And it lasts a while. After that time, water is hot enough for my to enter the water. Oh, so you're also the kind of person, yeah, you're also the kind of person to basically boils their water. Yeah, no, I get that. When I take a bath, it usually amounts to the same thing. I get in there, and in the first instance, before I fully lower myself into the bathtub, my legs burn. I go in there like I am boiling myself alive. But after a while you're in there and are just like fully relaxed. One bad thing about it is that every time I exit the bath, or even if I take a shower, the entire bath area is just like completely fogged up. Like everything just it's hard to see in there whenever I'm done with a bath or a shower. So, yeah. Boiling myself alive for no reason at all. Soaked. Yeah.
Which means we're still tied 6-6, going into our last two questions. What is one thing that you and your partner will never agree on? MC?
Well, I don't think she's right that we'll never agree about it. It's part of the disagreement. But I think Sayori would say that we won't ever agree on her being a wonderful person.
That's kind of sad and sweet at the same time. Yuri, what about you? What will you and Monika never agree on?
Well, that's a long list. But let's see if I had to pick the most contentious thing. It would have to be either between either death being necessary or the thing we already discussed, how cautious we should be about modding our game. Since we already talked about that, I'll go with the necessity of death.
Alright, some interesting answers. Let's see if they were right. MC Sayori said she and you would never agree on her self-esteem. Looks like you got it right.
Let's go. Honestly, my biggest fear is all the technology I own crashing and wiping all my files and data. You know what? That is a big fear of mine too. Like, that would be absolutely horrible. Especially considering how much time I invest into all that stuff. You fool. It's hard to see you always because I don't bathe with glasses. I see. So you don't have the problem of not seeing because of fog, you have different problems for not seeing. Okay.
And Yuri Monika said you guys would never agree on the existence of the supernatural?
Yes, that's definitely another thing on which we will likely never agree.
You was right, there were a lot of choices for that. It was hard to try and mind read which one she would choose, but we're still great friends despite the different points of view.
That's right.
Well, that makes it 7-6 going into the final question. Will MC and Sayori secure the victory? Or will Yuri and Monika be able to make up for the lost point and force the game into the lightning round? Let's find out with our last question. Does your partner sleep on their side, their stomach, or their back most often?
On the side, for me personally. Like, on the side, but kind of turned over like halfway onto the stomach. That would be me. I wonder if that's similar for other people too. But yeah, on the side, halfway turned onto the stomach. I sleep in the hexagon. That's, yeah, understood it perfectly. Yeah, that makes perfect sense.
Starting with Yuri.
Well, I have seen Monika sleep on several occasions. I'm not exactly sure though. If she's anything like me, she probably prefers to sleep flat on her back or on her stomach. The side can be painful in the morning, so I think I'll go with on the back.
Alright, and MC, what's your answer?
Stomach. Okay, fair. Like, sleeping straight on the stomach is kind of annoying, though, because you have to fully turn your head sideways, or you're just smothering yourself in your pillow, which is why I sleep, like, halfway on the side. Another easy one! Sayori sleeps on her side almost all the time. Alright, time to see the answers to the final question. Yuri Monica says that she sleeps on her side.
This is hardly fair. Sayori and MC have had many more opportunities to observe each other's sleeping patterns.
Not really. We've never slept in the same bed or anything. It's just been a long time that we've known each other and we've seen each other asleep sometimes.
I don't know, you answered the question pretty fast. And let's see, Sayori did in fact say she sleeps on her side, and that's the game. MC and Sayori win 8-6. And that in large part due to a strong showing by MC, who got every single Sayori question right. I guess you know her pretty well there, champ.
Yeah, get it out of your system.
And still, I must say, a very respectable showing from Monica and Yuri, despite not being a couple at all.
It's my fault. I think Yuri would have done much better if she had had a different partner.
Anyway, that's the end of the game. Time to move on to our usual club activities, I think. So take it away, Monica.
Okay, everyone. Poem time. This week we wrote poems on the topic of animals. Who would like to lead us off? I'll go.
Alright. So observe each other in bed, yes. Just stare. Holding her hand. While falling asleep. Poem time. Yes, poem time indeed. Die rolls. A pair of dice. I wonder where they came from. Probably an old board game. Idly rolling dice. You don't feel much. They feel cold and nice. And firm to the touch. But you don't feel sad. Your heart doesn't ache. It's just dice. But I look up and see. Tiny kitten next to me. It dawdles and it mews, and now I must be cruel. Even though it's cute and helpless and so soft, the point's completely moot, though it staggers weak and lost. For though it begs for friends, it's not just a pair of dice. It's a bet that has an end, and that bet's stake is life. If you love it now, your heart may break its vow. If the dice do not roll true, your heart may break in two. Not now, little kitty. Come back when you're older and safer. Well, that was a very you poem. Only you could make something as adorable as a kitten, and could take something as adorable as a kitten and make me apprehensive about it. I think I sort of get the point of the dice, but I'll have to think about it more.
I think that's just meant to represent simple chance or luck. By itself it means nothing and has no emotional content, but if something is at stake, then it has very different potential meaning. Yeah, that's basically it!
Poem has a lot of internal poignance. It's very emotionally complex. I don't want to rant about how touching it is for 5 minutes and make everyone uncomfortable, like I usually might, so I'll just say that I adore Sayori's talent, of which this poem is a prime example.
It sure is. Some of Sayori's poems just, even though you know what's probably coming, they still get you. They're just way too real and honest, and they make you think about things you usually avoid thinking about. I guess that makes for really good poetry. Anyway, I'll go next to avoid dragging down the mood. Arguably, my poem does not fit the animal theme, but I think it qualifies. I'll let you all be the judge. Evolution. I mean, it technically counts, right? Hidden in the bush from dinosaurs, hidden in the trees from big cats and wolves, hidden in the caves from cold and rain, hidden in stone houses from barbarians, hidden in castles and forts from foreigners, hidden behind masks from ourselves, hidden in ourselves from each other.
I think that fits the theme, especially the way you contrast the modern with the primal. That gives it a sort of animalistic quality.
And reminds us that we are, in the end, ultimately animals, and that we have basic instinctual motivations, even for things that we would like to think are human and intelligent. I think that is the point of the poem.
That's one way to read it, but I saw some Nazi-style pessimism in there too. The title of the poem is Evolution, but by the end of the poem everyone is still just hiding. Their behavior hasn't changed at all. Only the thing they're hiding from.
Yeah, I agree with that. It fits one of Natsuki's normal themes. people being kind of lame, basically.
People are kind of lame. Most of the time anyway. Although I guess maybe sometimes I overdo that point. Who wants to go next?
How about me? The Wanderer. Circling, circling, I've practiced it a million times. Watching for the slightest move below. Staring, staring, the ground seems to stay quite still. Though I'm so high, the wind doesn't even blow. Stopping, stopping, I turn my face to the ground far down. I tuck my wings and feel the air start to flow. Speeding, speeding, so fast I almost can't be seen. Accelerating faster than a car's driver would know. Killing, killing, digging my talons and beak. I eat and preen and then back up I go. Circling, circling.
Well, this was very literal. It's just actually directly about an animal. I like it, MC. And I'm not just saying that because you're my boyfriend. It's just so simple and pure. It's easy to get into because it's written from the animal's perspective. And it doesn't have any weird metaphors or hidden meanings. It's just about a bird, I think.
Some of the rhyming and scanning is a little awkward.
Yeah, nothing new for me.
Well, actually, usually you're pretty strict about adhering to whatever convention you've set.
Did you just say, well, actually?
Anyway, I'm actually really excited to see where this goes. Maybe it means you're going to start doing more freeform poetry.
He already has sometimes. He's been branching out quite a bit recently with his poems, I feel. He's really seeing what kinds of things he's capable of. I'll go next and I'll let Yuri finish things off.
I'll be here until the end. Doesn't matter if it's there until 10 PM, I will. Dude, you already know how long this is gonna last, roughly. You know roughly how long it's gonna last. About 3 hours, maybe slightly approaching 4.
I heard that hers was about, and I heard what hers was about, and I'm quite excited to hear it, but for now he's mine.
Eldest. The old man wakes. He drinks deep and eats his breakfast of grass and lettuce. But this will be the last time. 70,000 days have gone by since he emerged from the egg. Older than nations, older than the tree, which produced the wood of which his house is made. His friend and helper knows that his time is soon to come. His friend for 40 years. It seems like he met him yesterday. The old man strolls, ponderous and regal. One last slow promenade. A last look at the bright sun, a last cool breeze on the face. The old man says goodbye to his friends and rests his head, closes his eyes. And he at last succumbs to the last enemy, against which a shell is no protection at all. So this is definitely about the thematic of death and everything, which Monica thinks is a horrible theme. Nobody likes death, but she wrote about it. Okay.
This poem is so sad. I don't really get the part about at the end about the shell though. Is it like an eggshell?
I think it's about a turtle, probably. Like the old man, turtles get incredibly old. Some of them at least do. So yeah. Can't anymore. Good night, everyone. Good night, Neon. Thanks for being here. Maybe I'll see you tomorrow for the inscription. If you're up for some card gaming. Hehe.
From the egg he was in?
I don't think that's what it was, Sayori. I think this poem is about everything that is lost when death happens. Monica spent a lot of time talking about how old and excellent the animal was. I think it was a tortoise, by the way, Sayori.
It was a tortoise.
Is this about a particular tortoise? Like, did you know about some ancient tortoise that died?
Well, no, not exactly, but maybe yes. Let me put it this way. I used to visit the zoo all the time when I was young, and they had tortoises there. I remember the oldest one really well. I don't know if it was just his habit with everyone or if it was me, but he used to come to the rail where I was whenever I came to his exhibit. Like he wanted to be friends. It made me feel really special. And I learned that he was very old, like 180. And it seemed so amazing, you know? Like he was older than every human being on the planet. He must have so many memories. And yet there he is, coming to make friends with me. But then, because I'm me, I got to thinking, wow, someday even that tortoise will die too. What a great loss for the world. So I don't know if that tortoise is still alive or not. I think it is. I shall go visit him again soon. But I definitely didn't see him die or anything like that. It's just a hypothetical.
Well, I think it's a splendid work, Monica. It really puts you in the moment. I was immediately emotionally invested in the tortoise.
Well, it's probably a sentence that has never been said before. Yuri, would you like to finish us off?
Oh, of course.
Yuri finishes off the club, oh no. Majesty gliding. I still dream of you. You are like a vast ship, nature's mighty craft. I lie still on the sea floor, my eyes narrow, with rapture as you glide above, blocking out the sun with your grace. Worth you have in your own night, proof you are of the sea's wisdom. In ecstasy I swim up, I feel you should be worshipped, but a profaning heretic, I embrace you. But I am small, just another clinging to your wings, another devotee, hopelessly in love, inseparable. I will hold tight as you fly underwater, showing me all there is to see in the world underneath. A dream I'll ever search for. Is this about a whale? Or a ray? It might be about a ray too, because she really likes rays, right? I think that might be the one. But then again, she was specifically talking about how big it was, so that's why my mind drifted to whale. Like, if we're talking about aquatic animals that are really big, whales do come to mind, but we'll see.
You're really turning your boy into a religious experience. It's a really loving poem, though. You really dig down into your own feelings about the animal, whatever it is. What animal is this actually about? I mean, I get that it's some kind of underwater thing, but I'm not sure what exactly.
It's about a giant ray I saw in the aquarium during our summer trip.
So it was the rays, okay, it was just a giant one.
Alright, I remember you talking to me about it that day. We were talking about how cool the manta ray was, and how it was giving you a lot of info-tection about yourself in life.
That's introspection.
Right.
I'm really impressed, Yuri. What I like about this one so much is the way you make it personal. You don't just limit yourself to describing the ray. You don't hesitate to bare your most personal, eccentric feelings that the ray stirs up in you. It says much more about you than it does about the ray, and that seems to be by design.
MC, you're not just getting better at poetry, but you're getting great at feedback too. I agree with your assessment of Yuri's poem. She wants you to know how she feels about what she's seeing. Not just the animal itself, but the profundity of her feelings and emotions. A sense of overwhelming awe or something like that.
Something like that, yes.
Well, that's all for the poems. Time to wrap up with our weekly emails. Let's get set up.
Alright, email time everyone, let's go.
Don't forget that we answer emails every week from the real world, and your email could be featured. Just email me at lit.club.press.monica@gmail.com. We answer as many emails as we can live in the club, but you'll always at least get an answer from me. Now, onto this week's emails. If you'd be so kind, Sayori.
Alright. I have a question for all of you. So, to be gentlemanly and a good boyfriend, I'll start with Monica. Monica! If we were to meet up for real, and I took you on a date, would you prefer a picnic under the stars, a fancy dinner at a high-class restaurant? Next is my second favorite, Natsuki. When you and MC do Truth or Dare, could you give him all dares and not give in? Then comes the quiet and brooding third, Yuri. Don't have to answer if uncomfortable. How did you learn you liked cutting? Last but certainly not least of the girls, Sayori. What's the most embarrassing thing about MC has ever done? Finally, it's guy time. MC, I can sort of relate to the club situation you're in, except I'm not in a club. I just have a lot of female friends. Will Monica get jealous? Okay, more like all of them. But I just want to know, how do you handle all the drama? No offense, ladies. With love for the girls and a bro fist for MC Joshua. Gonna be doing some things? Alright, you do that, Rob.
Well, it all depends. In general, I probably prefer going to the restaurant. I love going out to restaurants, and as I think I've mentioned before, I love being out in the city where there are a bunch of people, especially if I'm there with you, so that's very tempting, and that will probably be the picnic. However, it's really hard to get a truly good view of the stars here, so if you take me somewhere with a really good star field, like where you can see the Milky Way, I'd probably go with that. Yup, Natsuki.
Yeah, I guess I could have done that. Obviously, Truth or Dare is already over, and you sent this before we did it. It just seemed cruel to hammer someone with dares over and over, no matter how much of a bully they are when it's their turn.
Hey, I played strictly within the rules.
Yeah, you did. Just, geez, you really played for keeps. And that's fine, I respect it.
Yuri's turn.
Well, I sort of talk about this in one of my poems from the base game. That's what the poem Raccoon was all about. It really did happen while I was slicing bread. There was just something so pleasingly tactile about it. And my arm was right there, shining, the same color as the bread, untouched and smooth. And it just happened, I guess. Not sure what else to say. So, Yuri?
Like ever? Well, probably would be the time he brought a cake to confess to me when I already had a boyfriend. But you already know about that. Instead, I'll tell you about another time from when we were really young.
We are here and slightly Are you? Hey, but no. Welcome, first of all. That's what I should say. Welcome. You are here, Debbie. Hey, how are you doing? Welcome to emails with the Literature Club right now. Don't worry, there will be other stuff, you know, other than emails. Damn it, why am I feeling sickly? I hate this. I hate not being able to breathe properly. It really affects doing voices as well. No.
It happened when we were like, what, 4 or something?
Do not tell that story.
So we were outside in his backyard,
Monica, shut off the camera.
and he started peeing on a tree just out in front of everyone, and then whipped around and said, "You have to water the plants." And on that note, go ahead, MC.
Don't judge me, I was 4. Anyway, there really isn't that much drama around here. Mostly the girls just like to keep to themselves and they respect each other's boundaries. It's definitely different than what I expected. You've seen the only real drama that's happened around here, and that's hardly any of their faults. So mostly I don't have to deal with any drama. In fact, mostly they help me handle my drama. So I'm really glad to have them around. Emails are fun. Wrapped in film due to Lego Batman, so I can barely type. Ooh, okay. Don't worry about it. You're free to just enjoy watching. Everyone is free to do that. Nobody is forced to type actively. I see. Some Lego Batman. Good cheese. Brofist.
Thank you for writing, Josh. Let's see the next email.
For everyone, who's your favorite character from Avatar: The Last Airbender? Which bending power would you have? Sorry for so many questions, Sawyer. Oh, hang on, I missed the Monica one.
I actually don't know anything about Avatar, MC.
Never seen it, actually. Been meaning to.
Me either.
Oh, I don't know what it is, an anime?
Philistine's God. Philistine's God. Look it up.
Give us a second, Monica. So yeah, we're gonna Google it. Alright, all set. Rapid fire answer mode. Aero and energy bending. Katara, water bending.
Zuko, airbending. It is painful listening to these. Aang, firebending.
Tylee, and also waterbending for me.
And there you have it. Next.
To Monica, hello. I don't mean to sound rude or anything, but don't you think your love for the player is irrational? Yes, she knows it's irrational. She talked about it. What I mean is, there are millions of us in the real world. You can't love us all, right? Because if what you love the most about us is being real, then none of us can really feel special for you doing so, correct? You love us because we exist. Who is that you love, Monica, my dear? Us? All of the people in my world? Me? Someone you never even met? Or the idea of someone from the real world? With love, Egg. Well, Egg, it's simple. If someone is playing the mod, you have your own copy of Monica in the mod, in the characters file folder. So, she loves you, the player. The Monica that you have in your characters folder loves you specifically and no one else. Everyone has their own Monica. Question answered. Let's go. Wanted to also have a Lego Star Wars, the complete saga. However, Lego Indiana Jones plus Lego Batman fill my forearm. Damn. Okay. Ah, good old Lego Star Wars. Damn, I haven't played. Speaking of, I haven't played the Skywalker saga in a bit. I still am far away from reaching the 100%. There's so much exploring that still needs to be done. I'm not sure if I ever will finish the game fully.
I love you, Egg. Love is very often irrational, you know. That's part of what makes it special. and there's more to it than you just being real. You played the game, you stayed, and you're still here after everything. It's like bumping someone into the park and falling in love, really. Is that rational? Probably not, but it is love. And there are lots of instances of me, and one thing is always true, or almost always. I love the player, and that's you. Hopefully that answers your question. Let's move on to the next one.
Such a huge Skywalker Saga update. Really like the game though. But yeah, Skywalker Saga. It's just so massive. It's huge. Okay, hey everyone, how are you? I have a few questions, one for each of you, and one for the club as a whole. Club, how do you feel about pineapple on pizza? I'm all for it. What's your writing process? Favorite brand of sweets for Sayori? Yuri, any new-ish books that you'd recommend? Natsuki, would you be willing to share another recipe? I like the cookie recipe you showed. Monica, since you've got access to the real internet now, have you ever thought of starting a social media account since you don't run @LilMonix3? Thanks for reading. Also, in my honest opinion, Natsuki's best girl, totally not tsundere. Have a good night/day. See your price.
I'm not a big fan of pineapple on pizza, but I tolerate it.
Hard pass.
I hate it!
Agreed. Not a fan. Yes, everyone is in agreement.
I'm okay with it, but only with some crunchy vegetables, not the ham and pineapple kind. Ick.
You want to know what my writing process is like? Just in general. Well, basically I sit down to write, and I open an internet browser and waste a bunch of time. And I hope I get an idea. And then I feel guilty and try to write something. And then I reward myself for writing a couple of lines by wasting more time on the internet. MC, stop it. And I repeat until I'm done. Okay, I am not entirely the same to MC, but I am the kind of person who is just like wasting a lot of time on the internet, hoping to get an idea, and rewarding myself in the end by wasting more time on the internet. But once I do actually have an idea and sit down to write, I usually write it in full, like start to finish, and get everything done in one go. That's the main difference between me and MC, but yes, I do also have that thing where I just waste too much time hoping to get an idea. I don't recommend using this process.
I don't really care about the brand, but there's a type of sweet I like best, and that's warm chocolate chip cookies with big chunks of melty chocolate, but which are still kinda crunchy. Those are the best.
I've been reading The Wise Friend by Ramsey Campbell. I think I've mentioned this work before. It's quite good horror, I recommend it.
I won't give you the recipe now, Price, since I'd have to run through it super fast, and that wouldn't do justice to it. But I will say this: stay tuned, and thank you for your objectively correct opinions about me. They are tasteful and wise.
Let's see. Well, I do have one, although I'm not sure I should share it. I'm on a Discord server for this piece of software you're running and/or watching. Kind of like my only way, other than emails, for people to interact. I've been kind of hesitant to mention it publicly since it's a really nice space and we curate the membership carefully. So if you come, be sure to behave, okay? Just email me at littleclub.press.monica@gmail.com address if you want to be let in. Make sure you behave if you stop by. But I look forward to talking with you on there if you're nice.
Ooh, I might have to consider asking in my email that I will eventually send if I can be let in. Just out of curiosity.
Alright, time for one more question.
What's your favorite anime, everyone? Love Toy.
Local answer, Spirited Away.
Princess Mononoke?
Totoro!
Kiki's delivery service.
Sword of the Stranger.
And there you have it. Well everyone, that's Club for today.
Can you text me the poem topic later, Monica?
Wow, we're actually kind of on schedule for this episode. Let's see how long the next one's gonna be. Let's see how long the next one's gonna be then. Hello, I am Code, let me in. I mean, I will definitely write a longer email than that. Jesus Christ, my nose is still killing me. I hate it here. I mean, I don't hate it here like on stream or in the mod. I just hate having my nose kill me. Can someone speed up the process of me dying, please? Okay.
And you text me the home topic later, Monica. I need to get going. I have a thing that I need to do at home.
Sure, but first...
I move that Monica be reinstated as club president, Yuri as club secretary.
Seconded! Any opposed? The motion carries.
Okay, thank you, everyone.
Have some glue? I shall not. I will see if I have some nose spray later on.
I'll see you all next time.
Are you guys sure that it was a good idea to ignore her birthday?
You know how she feels about it.
Yeah, she thinks birthdays are stupid and likes to pretend they don't exist. I always have a hard time believing it.
I'm gonna do something.
Are you sure? She gets a little touchy about having her family celebrated even.
Yeah, I know. But it just doesn't feel right for us not to do anything. So I think I'll make her a cupcake or something. On behalf of all of us.
Of course. Just be careful giving it to her.
I will.
Huh? Guess it's time for you guys to head back. Don't let me keep you guys. I've got to stick around and do student council stuff. But I'll see you later for the sleepover, right, Sayori? Yeah!
You didn't say you were doing a sleepover at Monica's. That's awesome.
Yeah, I was looking forward to it all day. But I was so dreading telling you since that means we can't spend time together tonight.
You'll get plenty more chances to see me. Go have fun with Monica.
I will! Good. I'm glad you seem to be feeling a little less numb now. Okay, really must go. Can't be late to student council stuff. Bye, guys.
We should get going too, Bun. We have an appointment to keep before you go to Monica's.
Yeah.
Alright.
And I'm just not sure how we could justify this. The Literature Club has a space, which is fine, even if it is a large one for five-person club. But it also has a whole block of time at the festival, as though it were a large club. True, and it receives funding which we usually don't extend to smaller clubs, but we do because it is academic in nature.
And one thought the rate that we would be entitled to under the usual academic club rules as a compromise.
Yes, but it is time for the student council to re-evaluate these compromises, and finally have no advisor, which is quite extraordinary for any club.
Which is because all we do is create and share literature voluntarily. We don't get credit for anything we do.
And this is also very unusual for an academic club.
We also have never required an advisor. We take good care of our space and do not cause any issues for the school, and are quiet and productive.
Monica, no one is disputing that. We're just trying to figure out how we can justify treating you so much differently from other clubs. You've been granted a lot of special privileges.
Which I feel are fair and minor given our unique nature. If you feel some of them need to be revisited, that's fine, but major changes to our arrangement would be unfair and disruptive. And I have to warn you, doing something like stripping funding or imposing an advisor, that might lead to the student council ending up making more decisions in other areas to the literature club rather than less. More concessions in other areas to the literature club rather than less.
The council briefly confers.
Well, the applications review deadline is in 2 days, and as to space requests, that at least will be granted. You can continue to occupy the same space. As you say, the literature club has always taken good care of it and uses it well. But we're going to hold the funding for now until the final budget review in a few weeks. We'll let you know what we decide about that and other literature club issues.
Very well. Sorry to take up so much of your time. I know I'm a bit of a headache.
Not at all. We hope the literature club continues to enrich its members.
Of course.
That seems like pain.
Well, that was a pain.
Yup.
I bet you're a little worried, aren't you, Code? Trust me, they are going to try to mess with us in a few weeks. I know them. Don't worry. I have a plan.
Well, that's good. Ah, and here we go back to Miss Ida as well.
And that's basically the situation. I'm hoping we can find a way to make up a little bit of credit. Maybe by remediating some of the literature essay grades somehow.
Oh, well, I'm open to the idea, but it would need to be something compelling. Honestly, he'll only get this chance because I feel he just hasn't been inspired to apply himself. What do you have in mind?
Well, as you know, the school has a literature club.
It does. I've talked to Monica a few times. She seems like a bright girl.
Yes, she is. And I was thinking perhaps she and the rest of the club might help Kenzo appreciate literature a bit more. And then maybe he could write up a few book reports or poem analysis or something like that.
Yeah, that sounds fine. But only so long as the existing club members are alright with it. I don't want to intrude upon an enrichment experience for them just to remediate a student.
Yeah, that makes sense. I'll talk to Monica and make sure her club members are alright with it. But if they are, it sounds like you're alright with it?
Sure, sounds like a good idea.
Great.
The same episode? Yeah, no, we're still on the same episode. We still haven't switched. This is after emails. Ah, and you must be MC. That's me, how do you know? The way Sayori smiles at you. She thought you might be able to help her with something we've been working on. Or rather, I asked her to bring in a more objective third party to help us if she wanted. She has trouble gaining clear perspective on herself sometimes, as I'm sure you know. I sure do. That's some of the short term. What are your most immediate concerns, aside from the obvious overall problem? Well, her medication seems to be working a bit strangely on her. She's kind of a neutral zombie for most of the day. She loosens up a little bit later on, but most of the time she just seems numb.
It's not that bad.
Is it? I mean, I have no frame of reference, but I'd say it's pretty bad. That seems interesting. Sayori was really minimizing the effect it was having on her. Well, she said she was glad not to be feeling any pain or bad depression. I think maybe she likes it. I think maybe she likes where she is with the numbness and doesn't want to change. What do you think? Well, she's gotta feel things sometime, you know. Even for healthy people, you've got to go through some mental pain. That's true. Is this alright? Seems kind of weird to be talking about Sayori to a therapist with her here. Well, of course, you won't be here all the time. But it would help me and her immensely to hear third party's view from time to time about her life, and about the cause of her treatment, and her battle with her illness. She's a very brave, strong young woman. But even she needs allies. You and I are two of those allies, and occasionally I think we should help each other to help her, don't you? Yeah, that makes sense. So Sayori, I definitely think we need to adjust your prescription just a bit. It's having a somewhat stronger effect than we expected, and... Yuri seems aggravated. There are sounds of laughter and noise coming from elsewhere in the house.
Need some time to myself. What now?
Yuri opens the door. There's a small palm-sized cardboard box on the entryway with a small card attached. Yuri picks it up and reads the card. I know you hate your birthday. We didn't want to intrude, but what's the least we could do? Natsuki. P.S. That's from all of us, not just me.
Oh, Natsuki, you're the only person who could get away with this.
Natsuki's texting. Hang on, someone else is texting?
Sorry, forgot the poem topic, everyone. Mythological gods or heroes.
Okay, sorry. Not a problem. So anyway, yeah, just left it there. Who knows what she thinks? I'm sure she loved it, babe. I'm sure she sure seems like a good friend. Yes, she is. She's really smart and nice. Stand-up kind of person who's always there for other people. Well, if you love her so much, why don't you just marry her? Because I'm straight? I know. Too bad, it sounds like you two get along very well. Well, maybe when you get older. Plenty of people here seem to be discovering new things about themselves. Or I could just stick with boys because they are cute. Yeah, giant pain in the ass though. This is true. Good talk. Lol. You're doing okay, babe? Anything you need to talk about? No, I'm good. Thanks for talking to me all these nights. Helps to have a sanity check outside my friends. And that's not exactly emotionally available right now. I'll bet. I'm glad we get to talk too. I'll always be here if you need me.
Imagine they give her a chainsaw. What? Why? My internet. Oh no, your internet is dying. Oh no.
So he says I should still be able to numb the depression without numbing everything else. And that would be really nice. It sure would. I'm really happy that you're getting help. You seem to be doing really well. I wouldn't say well, but I think I'm starting to do a little better. And how are things going with MC, Things going well with him? Yeah, it's really dangerous feeling. Because I hope it's everything I've ever dreamed it would be, but that's what makes it dangerous. It feels like a trap.
It is a trap. That's all there. It's all there to make it hurt more when it falls apart. Which it will. And you will make it fall apart. You will break it because you're an idiot.
Sayori, you okay there? Yeah, sorry. Actually, can I tell you? Of course, tell me about anything. Well, just then, after I talked about MC, my depression just kicked in real bad. Just felt like, I don't know, that it was inevitable that we'll break apart somehow. And I already know for sure that it will be my fault when we do. Sayori, none of that is true. I think you're much more likely to stay together than break apart. And you have to start thinking of everything as your fault. I know that it's compulsive for you because of the depression. I know it's silly for me to suggest strategies for you. You've been battling this way longer than I've known about it. I just hope you have the power to tell yourself that you're worthy of love. God, that sounds creepy. Or cheesy. Sorry, I didn't read correctly. No, I get it! And thanks! I've actually had a lot easier time getting through these things because of your help. Sometimes it's like, you know when my depression is bad, and you know when to snap me out of it. Yeah, I do that sometimes. Thanks! And thanks for putting up with me being silly and helping me with MC and for everything. You've been a really good friend. You've been too. Thanks for making me face the real truth about myself and helping me realize the value of everything we had. And for helping me reconstruct reality. Of course! Just a couple of butts living in a shattered universe they put back together. So now, back to the really important stuff. Why didn't you tell me exactly how well things have been going with you and MC?
Man, I just got the weirdest shiver. Oh no. The girls talk. That's all for now. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to email Monica your questions for the club at lit.club.press.monica@gmail.com. And of course, please check the credits.txt file to see all the wonderful people who have contributed art, music, and other assets to club meetings. See you next week. Well, no, see you right now, because we're continuing. Season 2 episodes. Episode 15 is what we just did, right? Yeah. It's time for episode 16. Sayori has a short temper. Miss Ida forms a plan. Oh no, here it comes. A few days ago. You've been making a lot more progress, Sayori.
Yeah, I even kind of feel like it.
That's good. Tell me how you feel.
I feel pretty good right now. The negative thoughts haven't gone away.
You suck.
But they're a little less strong. I feel, occasionally, like I'm a good person. And maybe I do deserve some good things for myself. But that seems like a really dangerous feeling. Like I feel it, but I know somehow it's not justified.
That's a natural part of the process. Part of what we will have to work on is your negative realizations, not just your negative feelings. And also that you gain the self-esteem you deserve to have. You'll experience new things you haven't run into before. Wasn't your friend play The Sims 4 the other day? There's a game streaming career you can pick. Pick a sim tuber avatar. And there's not only a legally distinct Gargura, who is kind of like Kazumu. Oh my god, really? Oh, that's interesting. Damn. I might have to look into that at some point. Not like I have The Sims 4 or plan on getting it right now, but still. That has piqued my attention a bit. And you'll probably need help dealing with those.
What kind of feelings?
Well, I don't really know. I'm still learning about you and your life and what it's like. But feeling like you're a worthwhile person for the first time in your whole life can be very emotionally disorienting. So just know when things get confusing or chaotic, that's natural, okay?
Okay.
This is stupid.
Shut up. You're losing.
The depression is losing. Went free to play recently? Maybe I will have to check it out myself then. Present day. Wow, on time again! Glad to see it's becoming a trend. But how are you doing with your meds? Do you feel numb?
No, I feel...
Oh, there it is.
Ah, it's MC!
I'll always be here. Treated you like that. It's outrageous.
I feel pretty complicated. But good overall, I'd say. I don't feel that depressed.
That makes me really happy to hear.
It's hard to listen to what he's saying when he smiles like that.
He's the only one who's ever cared about you for your own sake the whole time.
Not even you have taken care of yourself the way he has. That's true.
Sayori? A pretty complicated mood. Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why It's Complicated is one of my favorite FNF songs. Sayori?
Yeah.
Good, then let's get going.
MC and Yuri get along really well.
Completely unacceptable!
Oh, be quiet. I can't be the only person in his life. He has to have friends besides me. Even if I will be better about myself, I'm still a good enough person to be everything to him, right? Right?
Whatever.
Man, feelings really are complicated.
So where are you guys off to now?
I have civics to start, and so you're supposed to go to physics, right?
Yep. What about you, Yuri?
Well, Chinese is first period for me. But let me ask you guys something. Do you guys, by chance, help put a cupcake in a box or make a card for me last week?
For your birthday? No. We thought about it, but we decided not to force any kind of recognition of it on you. We know it's not your most favorite thing in the world.
Oh, I see.
Why do you ask? I assume Natsuki did the thing she was talking about.
She did.
What did that end up being? She never told us.
Well, she left me a cupcake in a box with a card.
Oh, duh. Right.
MC, you're not dense, you just have dense moments.
Anyway, yeah, the card made it seem like she wanted it to be from all of you.
Well, she did tell us about it and she wanted to do something for you from the whole club. We weren't really sure about it, though. I think we warned her against it. Sounds like she decided to do it anyway.
Yeah, well, time for classes. I look forward to seeing you in the club.
Well, she seemed happy about her birthday for once. What are you doing there? Is that a notebook?
Yep. It's my shipping log. Every time Natsuki or Yuri do a cute thing for each other, I make a note of it, so I can see how frequently it happens.
This might be the most organized I've ever seen you. Also, you know Natsuki says she's straight, right?
Hey, I'm not pushing her to be anything different. I'm merely making notes.
I see.
Hey guys.
Well, hello, Monica. Haven't seen you since club last week. Have you been busy?
Yeah, I guess you could say that. A lot of stuff came up unexpectedly over the past week. Probably going to be a little bit of a headache for me for a while, but I'm sure it'll turn out well in the end.
Was it stuff about the club? I remember you had that meeting with the student council.
That was part of it, yes. But nothing you guys need to worry about. Like I said, I'm sure it'll all work out.
Well, if you're confident, then I'm confident.
I'm always confident. Hi, Sayori. How are you feeling today? Hello, Monica. I'm fine. Despite everything, I'm fine. MC, can we spend some time together during breaks and stuff again today?
Yeah, I'd love to, of course.
Yay! I'll see you in our usual spot then. Bye, MC.
Bye, Ban. I'll miss you.
What was that about?
What do you mean?
She seemed weirdly upset with me. And she never gets upset. Did I do something to upset her? Like, has she mentioned anything?
Well, no, not to me. As far as I can tell, everything's been better for her than it ever has. In fact, she's been really happy and grateful about you in particular recently. I think she was really glad when you invited her over last week. She had a lot of fun.
I wonder what it could be then.
Who knows? Who knows, I guess. Maybe she's just a little irritated in general. Her therapist warned her that her emotions might be a little erratic as her depression gets better. And she said that has in fact been happening to her. She said it was a little like changing the furniture in your room around and not knowing how to feel about it. Only the room is your brain.
I guess that makes sense. I hope she feels better soon. And isn't mad at me. She's too good a friend. I think I have enough stress without having to worry about any negativity from Sayori.
It was kinda weird and stressful. She's always so positive. Seeing her act with genuine irritation is really horrible seeming by comparison. I think we'll all have to accept that Sayori's not just going to be super positive all the time. She's going to have ups and downs like everyone else now. And better some minor downs now and again rather than the really big awful ones, you know? But you know, I'd take her no matter what the ups and downs were.
I know you would. And I think your words about accepting her growth are very wise. Take good care of her today, KMC.
I always try to. Take good care of yourself. Don't do that thing don't do that thing where you give yourself way too much work because you are hyper competent and think you can do everything.
I'll do my best. Have a good day, MC.
And that's what we mean by the fundamental rights of the citizen. Natsuki and MC both look fairly bored.
Hey, MC?
What's up?
Play Animal Crossing.
I don't want to. That game seems like a job. Getting up, doing a bunch of chores, having to actually sleep in a game. No thanks.
Oh, okay. But your games aren't at all like jobs. Right now, in that game you were playing last night on Steam, doesn't the game have like 6 resource currencies?
Yes?
Uh-huh. And right now you're also playing a city manager where you have to worry about paying people monthly wages, right?
Look, I know where you're going with this, but that's different. Yes, my games are also like jobs. But they're management games. I get to order the peons around and make them execute the master plan. Whereas in Animal Crossing, you have to walk around and personally do a bunch of scut work. And that's just not my style.
Okay, you may have a point there. I can see why ordering people around is a better job than doing the manual labor yourself. However, I still have an excellent reason why you should play Animal Crossing anyway.
What's that?
Sayori loves it, and you could totally help her out in it. It would probably really make her day. Like you could set up a little surprise scenes and gifts for her. And then she'd be all like, OMC, that's so thoughtful of you. You're the best boyfriend ever.
Yes, I'm sure that's exactly how it would go down. Your Sayori impression needs work, by the way. She's way more excited than that.
Yeah, whatever. How's the little energy ball doing, by the way?
Should be fixed, alright, Rob. Hope it's fixed. I hope so.
Therapy going alright for her?
Yeah, it seems to be going okay. The therapist even occasionally talks to me to get more insight, as he says, into her problems. But yeah, she seems to be getting better. Very slowly. But better. There was something that happened earlier this morning, though, which made me a little worried.
What was that?
Well, MC freezes as the teacher starts to pick a student at random to answer a question. But the teacher picks someone else. Well, earlier today we were talking and Monica came up. And for apparently no reason, Sayori just snapped at Monica. I've never seen her so snippy with anyone. And I can't think of what Monica might have done to piss her off, if anything. It seems like they've been getting along extra well lately. Sayori's talking about how good a friend Monica was all last week. I mean, I guess it wasn't really that bad, she was just a little icy and curt. It was just really weird coming from her, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I guess it does. And you really have no idea what caused it?
Well, maybe a little. Her therapist did tell her to expect some emotional turmoil as she improves. So, like, honestly, I can't think of anything that caused it. But hopefully, it was just a little bit of random irritation.
Yeah, I hope so. Do you want me to talk to her about it? Make sure she's doing alright? I know it probably gets a little awkward for you to do it all the time. Plus, you'd probably rather be smooching than doing a ton of emotional work all the time.
Honestly, I don't mind the emotional work. Also, thank you so much for following, Otaku Nena. Welcome to the stream. Hope you're enjoying some DDLC. Hope you're down to enjoy some DDLC with me. Because I know I am down for DDLC, as always. Well, honestly, I don't mind the emotional work. I know what I signed up for with her. And it's what I want. Honestly, it's what I care about most. Nothing matters more to me than making sure she's happy and safe. But she might get tired of me being super inquisitive all the time. It might help if you talk to her instead of me. Especially since I already brought up the topic once.
Consider it done, bud.
Thank you, Natsuki.
Of course. One question. When she snapped, was she pissy with everyone, including Monica, or just with Monica?
Just Monica. They said the line again.
I see.
Monica's doing her usual cleaning and maintenance of the club room.
Oh, hello again. What a wonderful surprise to see you here. We haven't had much time to ourselves recently, have we? I was just thinking that
Monica lowers her voice to a whisper.
it would be wonderful if we could... I wonder who that could be. Who knocks at the club room door? For all anyone else knows, this room is supposed to be empty right now anyway.
Oh, it's gonna be Kenzo, isn't it? It's gonna be Kenzo. Monica goes to the door to open it.
Oh, hello.
Oh no, it's Miss Ida, okay.
Hi, Monica. I hoped I'd find you here. It's how lovely to see you again. Although I didn't know why you'd think to find me here. The club doesn't meet until much later. Well, actually, I planned on leaving a note in here initially, but then I heard someone talking inside, so I thought maybe it would be you. That's why I knocked first. I see. Well, I do tend to spend a lot of time here on the club days. I spend a bit of time tidying up so that things are inviting for the club members when they arrive. Well, that's very kind of you. Least I can do. I don't really do much as the club president.
Monica stares meaningfully straight ahead.
So it's nice to be able to do something. Well, I know it's not true that you don't do much else as club president, but I was hoping to talk to you briefly about the club if I could. I have a request to make. Oh? What's that? Well, you know how every student has a faculty counselor. Sure. Well, I have a student right now who I'm counseling. They get pretty good grades in general and are strong overall students, but they've been struggling with literature appreciation for English classes. Ah, I see where this is going. You sure do. I was hoping the student would be able to visit the literature club for a while, for a bit of extra credit.
Damn it. Oh, I hate that my nose is plugged up. I want to enjoy this more. But my nose is ruining the enjoyment a little bit.
I've already arranged it with their English teacher, but obviously I wanted to clear it with you first before I sent them over. Well, any students are free to come join the literature club, although getting credit for attendance can cause problems with the student council. Oh, you don't need to worry about that. This wouldn't be credit in exchange for attendance. He'd have to write essays on something you guys were reading or working on. Just a private arrangement between them and their teacher. It doesn't depend on the club. I just thought that the club could help facilitate their work. Well then, I don't see why not. I run it by the club. Just make sure they're all fine with another member. Sometimes they can be a little introverted.
My brain, give it a moment. And now, done. Wow, just pull the factory reset or what?
I'm sure they'll be fine with the idea of, once I explain what's going on. Yeah, so about that, the student I'm talking about is Kenzo, and I know he has a little bit of a history with Sayori, and that Sayori and MC are together now, so if this will cause drama in the club, feel free to say no. That's really what I wanted to mention to you. But I really do think it would help him if you took him under your collective wings for a bit. Well, I certainly don't have a problem with it. Like I said, as far as I'm concerned, anyone's welcome to the club, but like you said, there might be drama. Let me talk about it with the club later today and I'll let you know. However, I feel pretty comfortable giving you a tentative yes. The club is full of mature people. I'm more than confident that we can handle it. So I'd say let's plan on moving forward with it. When are you wanting him to start? Well, that depends on him in large part, but I'm hoping next week if it ends up being alright with everyone. Sounds like a plan. I'll let you or him know that what the club decides when I speak to them today. Just stop by my office tomorrow and let me know. Will do. Thanks for stopping by, Miss Ida. Thank you for being so gracious about my request. Of course. I guess she probably wants Kenzo to help her figure out what's going on in the literature club. I might be being paranoid about that, I guess, but I should probably act as though that's her idea. I wonder if Kenzo is also in on it. I should probably talk to him and try to figure that out, and hopefully this actually will not cause drama in the club. I'll have to be careful to make sure of that. but you're probably a bit worried about all of this. You're thinking, man, this sure seems like it's going to cause problems for Monica. But don't you worry. I always have a plan for things. It might be a little bit of drama. But you have my solemn assurance as Literature Club president that everything will be fine. I promise.
Good.
Okay, MC and Sayori are sitting together. Somehow I must separate them briefly so that I can figure out what's going on with Sayori.
Monica has her ways, she always does.
This calls for tactical Natsuki planning. Patent pending. Anyway, if I approach
Sneaking up on Sayori again.
from the southeast cautiously, I should be able to gain.
And once again, Yuri being able to sneak up so perfectly on Natsuki.
Sneaking up on Sayori again.
Ah! How do you do that?
Oh, it's quite trivial.
Yeah, I'm sure it is. Anyway, no, I'm not sneaking up on her this time. MC wanted me to talk to her one-on-one about something important, but the big doofus never leaves her side, so that makes it hard. So I was just calculating ways to temporarily separate them.
Well, I can help again if you want. Maybe I could pull MC away for you, and then you could talk to Sayori. How long do you need with her?
Probably the rest of lunch, really.
Sounds serious. What is it if I may make so bold to ask?
Well, she was just acting a little strangely this morning. She seemed irritated with someone for no real reason, and MC was concerned and wanted to make sure everything was okay since that's so out of character for her.
Hello, fellow silent walker person. Don't you like just casually sneaking up on people?
Although surely that's to be expected given her treatment, yes?
MC seemed to think so, but I also think he wants to be sure and take every precaution, so I thought I would help him by asking her.
I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh, sorry. I'm dead. No more. No, I can't do a proper thing. Also, thanks for the hydrate. I appreciate it. Good stuff, good stuff. Conversation, I can do a step back and they're not looking at me sneak up during the conversation. Damn. That's impressive. Save enough for MI, I know, and you're saving it for next time.
Since she probably gets a little tired of him asking if everything's alright all the time.
That's very kind of you. Shall I get MC's attention for you to create a little bit of privacy?
Yeah, if you think you can swing it, go for it.
Yeah.
Well, good. I'm glad that's settled then. Oh, hey, Yuri, how's it going? Don't see you often in the lunchroom.
Yes, it's a little too crowded for my tastes. Anyway, so Yori, do you mind if I borrowed MC for a while? I wanted to talk to him about his experience dating you for the mod I'm making.
What mod are you making exactly?
Yes, go ahead, take him. I'll see you at next break, right, MC?
Of course. Looking forward to it, Sayori-chan.
It sounds so formal when he calls me that now. Makes me feel happy, though.
Is the seat taken?
Well, it was until a second ago, but I think MC's going to be talking to Yuri for the rest of lunch. She wanted some help with her mod.
I see. But you don't mind if I sit here for a minute and chat?
No, of course not. How's it going? Are you still popular?
I don't know how to answer that. I guess I do still hang out with the popular girls.
Also, I can see bottles from backpacks. But anyway, yeah.
I guess I do still hang out with the popular girls. And some of them do kind of look up to me. Which is really weird, to be honest. So yeah, I guess I am. But anyway, I wanted to talk about you, not me.
About me? I wanted to know more about what you're doing with your other friends.
We can talk about that after. But I just wanted to check in with you, you know? It's been a while since we talked. How have you been doing recently?
Well, I'm fine, I guess.
Okay, but like, really fine or Sayori fine?
I guess I don't really know what you mean by Sayori fine.
Well, sometimes you kind of pretend to be okay when you're not, you know? And, man, I really suck at this. Kind of terrible at trying to be a good friend for you.
I think you're doing a great job. I think you should skip to the part about the specific thing that's bothering you.
You're kind of creepy when you do that. It's like you can read my mind.
That's because I can. Just kidding. It's just pretty obvious that you have something in particular you're trying to lead me into.
I can't get anything past you. Yeah, there's something. Someone other than Monica told me that you kind of snapped at Monica this morning out of nowhere. And that's very strange for you. So I wanted to make sure you were feeling okay. And that everything was alright with you right now, I guess.
Yeah, everything's fine. I was just feeling a little irritated this morning for no real reason. The doctor warned me that things like that might happen. And I might just have weird emotional outbursts. So I think I was kind of generally angry suddenly. I'm not sure why.
Uh-huh. Look, Sayori, like I said, I'm not very good at this. I don't know what it's like to deal with the problems you have. I'm sure it's really, really hard. But I do know one thing that hopefully will help you. When your friends really want to help you, if you trust them, you should always be honest with them about your problems. Even if that's hard to do, it saves everyone a lot of trouble in the long run. Anyway, no matter what you do, feel good about yourself, okay, kiddo?
I'll try.
Good enough for now. Have a good rest of the day, Sayo. Right. That's why I'm Rob. You always are Rob. And you're the master of that. Well, that idea's surprisingly conventional coming from you.
Conventional, and not exactly how I would have described it given the protagonist.
Yeah, I understand what you mean. But other than that, it's a pretty normal mod.
Yeah, do you think that's a bad thing?
Neither good nor bad, I think. It all depends on how you write it and make it work. Not everything has to be super groundbreaking.
Yes, that's what I was thinking. Plus, if nothing else, it'll be fun to write. Thanks for your feedback, MC.
Yeah, no problem.
Now, on to the really interesting questions. You finally have everything you ever wanted for Sayori. Is it everything you ever dreamed?
Well, I wouldn't say I've gotten everything I ever wanted. I still feel really troubled because of her mental illness. Plus, I really do hope to get married and have kids and stuff, even if that's way in the future. Actually discussing the mod, forgot about this. Yeah, they are doing it. They do be doing that. They do be discussing. But yeah, as long as she has that really deep, dangerous depression, I don't know. I guess it just feels like being an official couple is only the beginning. We've got a long way to go until we really cross the happiness finish line, I guess.
Well, I think that part of you is very wise, specifically the part about becoming a couple being the beginning, but I don't think that there is going to be a finish line to happiness, to put it that way. People always have this tendency to think, oh, okay, once this problem is solved, then I can enjoy life. Once I get this thing I really want, then I can enjoy life. But there's always some new thing to worry about or new thing to want. People end up forgetting to enjoy what they have right in front of them while they're waiting for things to be perfect. See, it might be that Sayori will never really be done with her depression. It'll just be a thing that has good days and bad days, and maybe it'll get better, but it won't ever completely go away. That is possible. You should enjoy being with her fully now, and treasure every moment to the utmost. If possible, without fear or apprehension. I think that's the real way to try for happiness.
So yeah, she used the plan to her advantage too, kind of. Yeah, this thing I will enjoy life. Feels empty inside for the rest of the month. Damn. But don't you feel... What do you mean just for the rest of the month? Huh? Yeah, you're probably right. It's just hard because of everything.
I know, and it must be very easy to hyper-focus trying to make sure she's completely okay before you consider the situation safe. But you know, do you remember the advice we gave you back when you weren't sure about whether to pursue her, about how you can never be safe in love and you have to embrace risk and pain and discomfort for the sake of good things?
Yes. I see. The same thing applies here, you mean?
Well, maybe not exactly the same thing. You are seeing it as a one-time risk. A big jump that you had to take or not, but really you have to be constantly embracing the risk and affirmatively choosing to seek out happiness in every moment, no matter what big scary risks or fears you have. That's the way to really be happy.
I see. Sometimes I wonder where you get all the sage life advice from.
I've cultivated a very rich inner world, and thereby garnered much wisdom.
Well, I'm lucky to have such a sage, wise friend. Maybe I'll spend some time with Sayori this evening, and just try to enjoy being with her without worrying.
I think that would be very wise. Thank you for your input on my silly mod, by the way.
Oh yeah, no problem. I'm really looking forward to playing it. It sounds like it'll be quite the trip. Can't wait to see what the Natsuki route is like.
Not the Sayori route.
I'm already on my own Sayori route.
True. Do you have any idea what yours is going to be about yet?
I have a few ideas. One I like more than the others, but I'm not sure I want to do that one. It's not exactly the most original thing in the world.
Well, then I guess it all depends on how you write it and make it work, since not everything has to be groundbreaking.
Also, MC has his own character out in the mod. Oh, now I'm excited for it even more so than I already was. Wise words. Whoever told you that must be a pretty smart guy.
Yes, I suppose I'll see you at club?
Of course.
Good. Read Sayori for me, in the very likely event that you see her before I do.
I will. And Yuri?
Yes?
Thank you so much for always being such a good friend. To me and to everyone. I don't know where I'd be without all your advice and help and just your friendship in general, I guess.
That's very sweet of you, MC.
Natsuki mod? Oh no. Oh, I'm looking forward to it. You can't oh no me with a Natsuki mod.
I'm very glad to be your friend. You are growing into the kindest person who will...
Sorry, I died again. Oh my god, I can't stop dying right now. It's getting worse. Whew, hopefully I can finish this.
You're growing into the kind of person who will keep his own counsel and who won't need my advice, I think.
Death intensifies, kind of, yeah.
Now let's head down. It's starting to get cold these days up here.
Sarah's sitting down, cleaning MC's ears with a pick. He's leaning across her lap and seems somewhat apprehensive. Hey, be careful.
Oh, calm down.
But you said you've never done this before.
I haven't. Oh, come on. You're always doing so many nice things for me. I want to take care of you for once.
You already take care of me plenty.
Yeah, but like, I don't do anything special. Sometimes I want to be the caretaker a little.
Just be really careful, okay?
It's hard to be careful when you're so tense. Just relax a little bit. Relax.
Okay. Sayori works slowly and carefully for a few minutes. She hums softly.
See, isn't it nicer when you just relax?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, What were you guys doing?
MC rushes to his feet, knocking Sayori's backpack to the ground in the process. Natsuki glances at the tool in Sayori's hand.
Oh, ear cleaning. Why are you so freaked out by me walking in on that, MC? Were you guys up to something more nefarious and using an ear cleaning as an excuse?
No. It's just that, ear cleaning is kind of, I'm not really sure how to put it. PP massage. No. No such thing.
No, I get it. It's a little cozy to be doing just in public. But no big deal in front of your close friends, right? I actually think it's pretty heartwarming. This was your idea, wasn't it, Sayori?
Yeah, it was. I just wanted to treat him a little bit, you know?
Yeah, I gotcha, girl. I see you. I'm picking up what you're putting down.
Deja vu.
And anyway, if you're so embarrassed about being caught, maybe don't do this in the club room right around the start time.
I didn't think it was embarrassing. I didn't expect MC to react the way he did. He probably just is embarrassed for some dumb boy reason. Like he doesn't want to be caught in a vulnerable situation or something.
It's just something really, delicate. I feel really exposed.
So it is some weird boy reason about being caught while vulnerable. You shouldn't feel weird about that, MC. Girls like it when a guy shows a little bit of vulnerability, you know? Right, Sayori?
Yeah, maybe a little.
Alright, Natsuki, point made.
Honestly, the most indecent thing about that whole scenario wasn't me walking in on it. Ear cleaning by itself is totally innocent. but the way you reacted was so flustered that clearly you think of it as pretty intimate.
What is pretty intimate, Natsuki?
Yeah, don't do that! How do you keep doing that? I didn't even hear you close the door.
I suppose I'm just naturally very stealthy.
Yeah, you're a regular fucking ninja. So, we all ready to get started?
Monica isn't here yet.
Surprise, surprise. Guess we should wait around for her then? Can we just get started? It's like this every time, she's always late. I mean, I get that she's busy, but she should have a little consideration.
Yeah, but a lot of the time she's busy with stuff that helps us, you know. I've noticed that she's done a ton of stuff that she never tells us about. Like, have you ever noticed the room's always weirdly clean when we come here?
Probably that's just the teacher who does class in here before us.
Yeah, maybe. But she also does all that student council work.
Yeah, that's true. But that's like paperwork and stuff, nothing she can't handle.
Well, I'd rather wait for her, but I won't hold you guys up if you all want to. I don't mind being in a vulnerable position because I'm always vulnerable. Fair. What do you say, Yuri?
I will choose to have no opinion in this debate. You all must decide your own course.
I guess that leaves Sayori to break the tie then. Although I think I already know what she's going to say.
Start without her.
Are you sure? We usually do wait for her.
Yes, we usually do, but Natsuki's right. She's always late, and we should, like, fix that. The only way Monica will learn that she needs to change the behavior is if it has consequences for her. So we're starting without her. The vice president of the literature club
Commands it! Haven't seen that in a while. Well, I guess that settles it.
Good. Let's get started.
A few minutes later, the club is sitting apart from each other, busily writing.
Okay, everyone, sorry I'm late. You guys already started? Yes. You were late again and we wanted to get started. It's important not to waste too much club time. That's true. I guess I have been taking it for granted that you guys usually wait for me. Sorry about that. Good.
The rest of the club watches and talks quietly to each other. Rip Monica, oh no. Sayori really has it out for her right now, huh?
This is kind of distressing. So he's been being kind of mean.
It's like what happened this morning. The kind of thing the doctor said might happen, emotional swings.
Yes, but it's very strange because it's only directed towards Monica. It's like Monica is the lightning rod. She's not being mean to any of us.
Well, I think it's totally legit. Monica is the one who's always late, so she's the one who deserves to get called out. I, for one, think it's great that Sayori's standing up for herself.
I suppose that is a positive sign, but I don't know. Monica is our close friend. This seems so minor, and if anything, Sayori's even closer to her than we are.
Yeah. Plus that's just really kind of weird to see Sayori like this. I guess it really is going to take some getting used to for us, seeing her have negative emotions besides despair.
She's probably confronting all sorts of qualia she's never had before. If she's beginning to any self-evaluation at all. And unlike us, who has no learned behaviors or coping mechanisms for integrating herself while feeling those things. So we'll have to be very understanding.
Despair? Yes, despair.
Can you put that in language the rest of us can even begin to understand?
Bring in the RGB? No. But I will do something different for tomorrow's stream. Maybe. I don't know, though. Yuri slouches slightly and leans towards Natsuki, trying suddenly to seem hip and cool. She starts to speak in a voice that ever so slightly sounds a bit like Natsuki.
Yo, like she's coping with a bunch of foul shit. Like when you know you're cool, you're more fun with other people pissing you off, and you learn to chill. But like Sayori's never learned chill because other people have never really pissed her off before. She's never thought she's allowed to be pissed off before, so suddenly all the pissing off happens at once, and she gets flooded with tons of feels, which are really, dank.
Nicely done, Yuri.
Is that an appropriate choice of word?
Please never do that again.
Meanwhile, Sayori's continuing to lecture Monica.
Just try to set a better example. You're absolutely right, Sayori. I'll make it a point to be on time from now on. That's good to hear. So what are we doing? Well, I want the drawing to see who chooses a free activity. So we're spending some time writing super short stories. Come on, get to work. You've got a lot of time to make up. Okay.
Oh shit, she got it! Yup. A few minutes later, the club has finished their stories, except for Monica, who's furiously scribbling down the last of hers. Each story only appears to be 1 or 2 pages long.
You ready, Monica?
Hang on, almost done.
Also, this sucks. Don't expect any great things from me.
Oh, I'm sure you'll do fine, Monica.
There, done. Shall I go first?
Yeah, go ahead, Monica. Lower the standards a little bit. I'm eager to hear what you did. Monica reads her story to the club. In it, an ordinary person finds a key which can unlock any door. It somehow even has power over electronically or magnetically locked doors. And in time, the person discovers that the key can unlock even conceptual doors. The story briefly contemplates what that might mean, and then it ends.
So I know it ends kind of abruptly. I was trying to finish as fast as I could. Do you guys want to talk about these stories, or should we all share first? Let's just all get ours to read. We can do feedback privately, or next week or something. We still have to do poems and stuff after all, and this took a while. Plus, I'm mostly just curious to see what everyone writes. Anyway, I'll go next.
Sayori's story is written from the perspective of an umbrella. The potato was digged up, then boiled, then ate, then pooped out, giving nutrition to a new potato. It's a perfect cycle. Sayori's story is written from the perspective of an umbrella. It details the joy of the umbrella upon finding an owner. The umbrella is very proud and happy to protect them from the rain on a few occasions. But eventually the owner forgets the umbrella in a corner somewhere. They buy a new umbrella to replace the lost one, and eventually discard the old umbrella years later, when they finally find it again during a move. The umbrella expects no different than this treatment, and is just happy that they were temporarily useful.
Very interesting, Sayori. I'll go next.
Your story is about a woman who is working on artificial intelligence. She can never quite get it to work on its own. Then one day she suffers a terrible nervous system injury, and the only way for her to survive is to graft herself with the artificial intelligence. The story ends as she starts to come to terms with sharing her mind with a separate personality she created.
I'll be interested to hear what you thought of it when it's time. Who will go next? Natsuki or MC?
Me? Natsuki begins dramatically declaiming her story. It's about a boy who grows up rich but feels his life is empty. Seeking to really feel alive, he runs away from home and lives on the streets, living by his wits. His family finds him and tries to bring him home, but he finds that he is much happier poor. So he runs away, again, vowing to live in poverty for the rest of his life. And that's it. Thanks for listening. Your turn, MC. Alright, here goes. MC's story is about a guy who delivers pizza. He has a stressed out boss who's nice at heart but tends to take out her frustration on her employees. Well, isn't this about a certain someone, maybe? The story is mostly about the internal thinking of the delivery driver as he makes his rounds. He reflects on the different kinds of people he meets on his travels. Some treat him politely and kindly while others do not. He concludes at the end that people's capability to be nice is limited by their own circumstances. And that's it. It does feel kind of weird to not get any immediate feedback on it. We're really not going to do any.
Well, like Sayori says, we've got quite a few things left to do, and writing all these took time. Plus, I have some club business to bring up after we're done, so let's do this. Everyone, think of some feedback to give everyone else this coming week. Then we can share when we come back. Alright, on to the poems. Today feels really hectic.
Code, guess what? Tomorrow is what? Spooky, the end of Spooky Month? The spookiest day of Spooky Month? Oh, I know, I'm ready for that one. It is, yeah, I'm aware. Which is why I'm going back to the horror card game I haven't played in a while, Inscription.
Well, this week we were supposed to write poems about mythical gods or goddesses. Who wants to go first this time?
I'll go first this time. I kinda like mine today. The devils do. It's hard to trick the devil, but they did. Got the devil to trust them when they bound him. But the devil did demand collateral. You must place your hand in my jaws, and if it turns out to be a trick, you'll pay with everything above the wrist. But you did it, knowing full well you'd lose it. You did what had to be done for everyone. Even for the devil himself, because the devil deserves his due. Same as everyone else. The devil's goo? No. No such thing as that.
I like it, MC. It's very short and to the point. And I think it's pretty sweet. I don't really know this story, but I like it already. It's so considerate.
It is the story of Tyr, the Norse god of injustice. The gods had to find a way to contain the mighty Fenrir's wolf, who might otherwise destroy the world, so they devised a plan to bind him. They created an unbreakable magical ribbon to bind him, but they had to find a way to convince him to hold still while they bound him. So Loki, the god of mischief, proposed a plan. First they came to him with strong chains and wagered with him that he could not escape from them once bound. He was proud and agreed, knowing he could break through something so weak as chains, and he did. And then the gods brought their threat and wagered again with him that he could not break out of the threat once bound. But the Fenrir's wolf was suspicious. Why a threat? Was it something magical? The gods promised that there was no magic. The wolf agreed to the wager, but he demanded insurance against it being magical. He demanded that one of the gods place their hand in his mouth, and he would bite down if it was a trick. Without fear, Tri stepped forward and placed his hand in the wolf's mouth. For he knew this had to be done, and he knew too that they were lying to the wolf and tricking him. That they were lying to the wolf and tricking him, and that he was due payment for that. And so he fearlessly let the wolf bite off his hand in the interest of justice. I think it's a wonderful shortening of that story in poetic form.
Yeah, you basically nailed it on the head, Yuri. You've always admired how brave he was. I always admire how brave he was and how he was doing the right thing, not just to contain the wolf, but also he was doing right by the wolf.
I dig it. Norse mythology is so hardcore.
Bring the anvil of pain? No, you're not bringing the anvil. Because that hurts. That just hurts.
Sure is. Has to be the best story. Has some of the best stories too. They're very good at reading if you can find a collection. The poem is very good, MC. It's very simple, folksy retelling of the myth. Almost like you're an ancient storyteller putting the myth into your own words to pass it on to a new generation. Very nice. Who's next?
Me?
The fox does. I guess you're always meant to be there. At every harvest, at every smith, at every store. All those things that make people rich. I guess that's why you're so popular. All the fried tofu, all the shrine visits, all the statues. Maybe it's just because people are greedy. Sometimes I miss the old version of you. That burned crops. And ruined swords. And bankrupted merchants. It helped people remember. There was other stuff to life.
Yes, Inari, made uniquely your own. Is this a critique of modern society?
I guess a little. It's more like people are just too predictable to begin with. Like, of course, there'd be a ton of veneration for a god of making fat stacks, you know? And people take for granted that they're just meant to be prosperous. Especially these days, people forget that they're so close to living much less comfortably.
That's very true. I really like the parallel structure in this poem. The one setup line, three short explanatory lines, and the concluding line for each section. The devices like that help keep the reader's attention. It helps them focus on the poem's meaning.
I always thought Oinari was really cool. The shrines are really lively and there's a lot of energy there. Maybe people really are constantly afraid of being ruined, and that's why they're so careful to venerate the god that keeps them away from that.
Yeah, that might be it. I'm kind of interested by the implications of the poem for Natsuki, like her wishing for the negative version of the god. Natsuki wants to be the one doing the devastation, I think. Like, rah, dumb people, feel my wrath, or something.
Yeah, that seems about right. Who did you write about, Sayori?
I'll show you.
Hideaway. Meant to exist, nothing more, nothing less. Fair. Again, just fair points all around, all the time. Hideaway. It's okay, I understand. I like to hide too. Even though people say I'm bright and sunny, sometimes I bury all that deep down. I have my own cave too. It's probably a little more comfy, and I can see what's going on outside, but mostly I stay in blankets. Just like you, my friends entice me out. Some with sincerity, others with jokes, and others just by being themselves. And eventually I come out. The red difference is this. When you hide, the whole world is darkened. But when I hide in my cave, only I am.
Oh, that's very appropriate. I guess I didn't anticipate that many of us would identify with gods, but I can see this. Amaterasu, right? Yep! Yeah, that made a ton of sense. Do you feel like the only reason you came out is because people beg you to? Maybe sometimes. What did everyone else think of the poem?
I thought it was pretty good. Had a clear, obvious theme. Made it really personal like you often do. By the end, I was really struck by how appropriate the analogy is. You guys are pretty similar.
Of course my dear girlfriend is similar to a sun goddess. She basically is one. I understand, Sayori, and I love the level of bravery you have in your poems. We understand so much more about you because of your poetry. Or at least I do. Thanks for sharing this.
Poems really are a good window into Sayori's thoughts sometimes. This one has a hopeful message with the underlying myth, I think, so it will one day brighten the world forever with her light.
Ha! That's so cheesy even for me!
Well, allow me to darken the mood a little with my poem then.
Oh, and serious face on her. We're getting in there, huh? Let's go. The Slaughter Eye. Oh, wow. Went into her heart. No, different mod, Rob. Different Rob. Different mod, Rob. Not different Rob. Imagine if there were two Robs. Claws, arrows, fire, and plague. Life-ending jaws that hunger and tear. I eat by the millions, billions, and more. And I wade in the blood that pools on the floor. There's nothing that's left that will stop me henceforth. Your own sins have made me. They're what drives me forward. There is no repentance. There is nowhere to hide. Obliteration is all that you'll find. Waist deep in blood now I can only kill. I'm drunk on destruction, high on your pain. Then sated I sleep. And then sun turns back gold. Pray it never returns red. Or slaughter I to behold. Rob Master Rob 51, yes.
Scary! I don't even know what god or goddess this is about.
It's about the ancient Egyptian destroyer goddess, Sekhmet. She was mistress of both plagues and healing, and a punisher of evildoers. When the mortals had turned away from righteousness, Ra sent his eye, also his daughter, to punish them. She slaughtered them wholesale, killing all without discrimination. Until the rivers were rivers of blood. Ra was alarmed because he was killing too many of the humans, even the innocent, but he knew that once the eye is unleashed, it is too difficult to contain again. So he sent his advisor, Toph, to bring her under control. Toph put a huge amount of alcohol into a blood river, and coming upon it, she drank the blood and became drunk and fell asleep. And when she awoke, she had returned to the form of Hathor, her other aspect, a loving, caring goddess.
Thanks, Yuri. Very cool. Sayori's right, it's a pretty scary poem, but it's supposed to be, so that's cool. Kinda creepy how she never stops. And our sins cost her, I guess?
Yeah, it's kind of the creepiest part of all of it. Rob is confirmed at Area 51. Yes, you are. You're texting from inside Area 51 right now, aren't you? Like, somehow we deserve all of this. Or this poem somehow seems a little different for you, Yuri.
How do you mean?
I'm not exactly sure how to put it.
Is it arriving in structure? It's her second week in a row trying to be more formalized.
Yeah, something like that.
Yes, Yuri's poems are typically more freeform than this, but in this one she's adhering to a structure, albeit kind of a loose one. It gives the poem a more traditional and epic feel.
Thank you, that's exactly what I was going for.
Yes, that leaves me.
Peria. Peria, protect me from the world and myself. Turn aside the blades and arrows and open the way for my counterattack. Healer, bind my wounds of body and mind. Bring me to health and oneness. And keep me from covering my hands with my face. Sharp-sighted, help me to see what lies beyond. For that I know but cannot perceive, and I wish to see the far, not just the close. Wise one, tell me what it is I ought to value. For there are so many things that seem worthy, and I know not how to choose between them. Warrior, give me the strength to fight, for a host of troubles assails me, and I must not grow tired. Fulfiller, grant me the inmost desire of my heart. Lead me to the land where I can rest, under the wings of an owl. This one actually sounds like an ancient prayer or something. The style of it sounds like it would be used in a ritual or something.
Yeah, it's pretty boss. Are these all, what in the world am I looking for? Like, names you call gods like their titles?
Epithets?
Yeah, epithets. These are all epithets for, whichever god or goddess is this. Either way, I really like it. You invoke all these aspects of the deity and then ask for the corresponding benefit. Some of us kind of made it more about the deity and some of us made it more about ourselves. But you did a great job of making it about both.
I agree. There is a very good synthesis here.
What deity is this about, Yuri?
Actually, I'm not sure about this one.
I like how, like, Sayori isn't even asking Monica, she's just asking Yuri because she doesn't want to talk to Monica. Also, when she was asking for feedback on her poem, Monica was the only one where Sayori said, yeah, can we move on to someone else's feedback, please? And other than that, they just switched naturally. So you can definitely tell that there are definitely some negative feelings for Monica right now.
Actually, I'm not sure about this one. Do you want to enlighten us, Monica?
I think I'll take a page out of your book, Yuri, and let it stay secret this time.
Perfectly acceptable. I am fond of your poem either way.
Thank you. On to emails now. We, of course, answer emails every week from the real world, and that could mean you. Just write in to me at lit.club.press.monica@gmail.com, and there's a great chance I'll show your email to the club live to get their answers. Just give us a moment while we set up.
Here goes. Poof. What's the poofing? You're back. Welcome back.
Well said. Well, let's get started then.
Hi Monica, I was wondering, could you show us who was talking the first scene at the beginning of episode 1 now? I mean, we know you guys pretty well now, and we're curious, so hopefully no one would be freaked out if we revealed that now. Everyone be safe. Trija.
Ooh, interesting question. We did have a privacy mode on for that. I don't mind if we show them now, though. They're kind of part of our lives. Is everyone else okay with it if we show this?
Yes.
I'm fine with it.
It's cool.
Monica, could you please? Sure.
Alright, we're going back to the beginning of season 1. Let's go.
Alright, it's done. I think we have about as much privacy as we're going to get. Fine then. I'm as ready as I'll ever be.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
All opposed?
Silence.
Motion carries.
A brief moment passes, then the sound of quiet, muffled sobs.
I hate this.
Also, Ducky, howdy. How is you? Welcome. The crying continues for a few seconds.
I hate this. How could you all stand it? It's awful. It's not even...
Hey, stop it.
But it's horrible. I can't deal with this. I mean, even right now, everything's all...
I know, but seriously, you have to get a grip. We all need to get a grip. This is why it all happened in the first place. You're strong enough to do this, and we need you to be strong.
Yeah, don't cry. We'll be alright, I promise. You'll be okay. Do you need a hug?
Guys, I don't think this is really... Damn it, Rob, why do you always do this? Oh no, hang on. Rob cannot be silenced, apparently. Guys, I don't think this is really what she needs right now. It's really hard for her. But yeah, glad to know you're alright, Ducky. Glad to know. You will have a my next stream. Honestly, Rob, it's very mean if you Omai Wamomi next stream. Because you know it's gonna be challenge runs of Inscription. You know it's gonna be a pain, because I have to clear so many fights in a row. With all the challenges enabled. It's gonna be hard, and if you kill me at the final boss, I'm gonna be upsetty spaghetti.
No, it's okay. You're right. I just need a minute. Okay, back to normal then, whatever that means. Okay, everyone. We're just about done for today, but for next week, let's try to get some poems written to share, alright? About just whatever, same as before? No, I don't think any of us are ready to pretend like everything's back to that normal. Let's write our poems about all of this and what it means to you.
About our reality.
I guess that's one way to put it anyway. The club is adjourned.
It's gonna be mean, so it's gonna be Rob. Okay, yeah. Let you be mean, I guess.
That was a bad day.
But you're better now.
Yeah. Anyway, next email.
Haha, in episode 13, Monica finally admits that manga is literature. Natsuki, you win!
Wait, I did? I mean, this doesn't really matter to me that much. I've long since come around reluctantly to the idea that manga is literature.
It is not.
But I don't remember this.
But I do. Time for another replay. If you'll be so kind, Monica, as to replay the speech you gave the audience after we read our poems.
Hang on, I need to find that. I don't have it bookmarked like I do the beginning of us bringing everything back. Man, we're doing lots of replays today. Let's see, that was, what, 3 weeks ago now? Oh, I see, the evening before, right. And there it is. Hang on, just setting it up, and...
Ready? Transition. On to festival. Here comes. Alright! Yeah, we played this yesterday.
Thank you. Like I said, we're the Literature Club. We meet on Wednesdays after school in room 3L. We write poetry, but we also analyze any and all literary media together, like plays, manga, and even video games. This coming Wednesday, we'll have cupcakes, so feel free to come on by if you like. Thanks for listening to our poems and have a fun festival.
There you go, manga is literature, and so are games.
I guess I did say that manga was literary media. I guess I was hoping to attract new manga reading members.
A noble but unnecessary goal, especially for such a sacrifice.
Yuri, shut up, I will slap you.
Anyway, the emailer was right, Natsuki. I guess you win.
Of course I win. I always win.
You heard it here first, she always wins. There's no such thing as winning against Natsuki.
Let's see the next one.
Okay, if you were to invite an American, let's say me, over, and had never tried a Japanese dish in their life, what would you make order for them? Let's say it was a dinner date.
Oh, great question. Let's all answer this one. For me, it would depend on whether or not you'd be up for trying some real sushi. A lot of Americans only know California rolls and things like that, which aren't real sushi. I mean, real raw fish, the good stuff. Tuna, salmon, mackerel, fish roll, like sashimi, just plain raw fish. But I also like nigiri sushi, which is simple fish and rice sushi. Sometimes Americans are more comfortable with maki rolls, and a lot of stuff inside and outside a rice and seaweed roll, and that's fine too. But for me, you just can't beat the plain, simple wonderfulness of regular raw fish. Now, if you don't like raw fish, and I understand if you don't, though you're missing out, then I'd probably have you try okonomiyaki. It's sort of like a pancake, only we top it with savory things instead of sweet things. The toppings you put on it are totally up to you. That's what the okonomi part means. I like mine with green onions, crispy onions, cabbage, and either shrimp or tofu. Sometimes cheese too if I'm feeling really hungry. What about everyone else?
Sarah and Natsuki look at each other briefly.
Omurice?
Omurice?
Omurice! 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 I agree, I would like to try that too at some point, I think. Like, whenever I see omurice in an anime or something, I'm like, man, that looks so delicious. I wanna try that.
Do you guys maybe want to try explaining what omurice is for the benefit of our non-Japanese audience?
So with omurice, you start with normal fried rice. Usually you have a little egg in there, some vegetables, and a protein. But then, you use a mold to shape it into a tall pile, and you cut open a softly done omelette on top of it, resulting in slightly runny egg goodness over your fried rice. It is incredible.
And don't forget that you cover the whole thing in super yummy demi-glazed sauce. It's amazing!
If it were me, I'd probably just take you to a ramen place and show you all the awesome ramen that exists here. I personally love miso ramen, but I'm also a fan of shio ramen. But man, once you find a good ramen place, never let it go. Good ramen places are like treasure you need to always remember. My favorite ramen is miso ramen with braised pork, soft-boiled egg, bean sprouts, green onion, wakame, bamboo shoots, and fish cakes. Anything that doesn't contain spicy. If it's even a slight bit of spicy, I will notice. Fair, I'm not too big on spices usually either. Like, I don't mind as long as it's not too much, but yeah, I am kind of sensitive in that department, I guess. You really can't beat that, Yuri.
For me, it's less about the actual food and more about the whole experience.
Oh, here we go!
I want you to experience chaji, a formal traditional Japanese tea ceremony. In such gatherings, everything must be perfect, from the decor to the dress to the seating to the selection of and serving of tea, of course. Part of chaji would be kaiseki, a sort of light of tasting of very seasonally appropriate fresh dishes. That's part of what we do in Japan. We care very much for eating what is in season and fresh and local to us, but I love how much attention is paid to every small detail to make the experience wonderful for everyone. I've actually sometimes thought of starting a tea circle at this high school, but no one seems very interested. Maybe I'll convince the literature club to try it sometime. They are relatively civilized people.
I'd be really excited to try that, Natsuki. Although I'd probably be clumsy and ruin it at first.
That's why you practice when people you're comfortable messing up with in front of. I would love to have you try it, Sayori.
Tea! Good tea. Can I do it too? I'm also kind of a klutz, but I'd like to be a Yuri run tea. I'd like to be at a Yuri run tea ceremony. Seems like it would be quite the experience.
Same here. That sounds wonderful, Yuri. I'd like to be a part of it too if you can. If you can try.
That's wonderful. I'm so happy you all want to participate in this weird thing I like. Most of you, anyway.
Natsuki mumbles something half audibly.
What was that, Natsuki?
I said I'd try your dumb tea thing too.
Hey,
Oh, I gave you a good idea of the food options we'd be interested in showing you. Next email.
What type of animal species would you be in Animal Crossing? What personality type? Who has a 5-star island and who is stuck at 3 stars?
Obviously, we will answer this question. Of course, I have a 5-star island. Sayori is in fact 3 stars.
My island doesn't need to be any better. My villagers like it just fine. Plus, MC has still only played like an hour on his island, and his island sucks.
It's just not for me, sorry guys.
As for me, I'd be a puppy bird.
Snooty penguin?
Smug octopus.
Obviously.
MC would be a normal lion, I think.
Seems right.
And Yuri would be a cranky cat.
I'm not cranky.
In this game, you would be.
Let's move on.
To all of you, what are your political views? Any of you think of themselves as a communist or anarcho-capitalist or a neoliberal or an authoritarian monarchist or a... yeah, you get the point. To you and Monica, is our universe deterministic? Which philosophical doctrine appeals to you the most? Oh, this is a weird thing. Time to turn off brain? Okay.
Let's do this one by one. I would describe myself as primarily a political centrist, although I have some weird views that don't really fit with either side.
I don't really have political views. I guess I feel I don't understand things well enough to have a good opinion. Same. I just know war bad, and that's my political view. Thank you for listening. I'm going to try to change that so I can be a responsible citizen.
Fight the power. Bring down the man. Freedom to the peoples.
Guess there's your anarchist emailer. Politics is very scary, especially now. I guess I'm kind of more a leftist, though. I'm mostly for being nice to as many people as possible, and I find I agree more with people like that as a result.
All politics seems evil. Many corrupt people corruptly manipulating power, but at the same time it is lazy and immoral to just dismiss it all as bad. You have to wade through the mire, otherwise you are just a silent enabler. I'm not really sure how to describe my politics. I just try to do the right thing, I suppose.
So you're doing the right thing. I'm a utilitarian. That basically means that when it comes to right and wrong, I think that right is whatever creates the most happiness and least suffering overall.
whereas I believe that even the idea of right and wrong is just another lie that people tell themselves to make themselves feel better in the chaos of nature.
As to your question about determinism, I definitely believe the universe is hard deterministic. What about you, Yuri?
Obviously, we are software right now, but in a way, a real human mind is also software. Perhaps that means even the real world would be deterministic. But I would prefer to think that somehow reality is consistent with what it feels like to me, to be me, and it feels like I have choices, and I'm free to elect between them. Maybe there's something special about thinking minds that lets us choose. That would definitely be what I'd prefer anyway. But as Monica would no doubt point out, wishing something were true does not make it true. As far as evidence goes, there's no evidence that we are anything but particles whose every choice is physically fated.
Well, that's about it for emails, I think. Before we go, we have a bit of club business to attend to first, so I spoke to Miss Ida earlier today. She asked me for permission to refer Kenzo to the club for a while.
What? Why?
She's his faculty advisor and he needs extra credit in English, so she wrangled a deal for him to join the literature club for a while to get credit. He'll have to write essays or something too. But to be honest, I'm pretty sure Miss Ida intends to try and figure stuff out about us through him too, so I wanted to find out what you guys think.
Supposing we do agree to this, what will we do about emails and the like? And we still do those, maybe another time while he's not here. I'm assuming you're not wanting to tell him the full truth of things.
No, indeed. If we do still do things, we'll have to do it at someone's house or something. But I'd be happy to have you guys over if you want to still answer emails. That might be fun.
I'm fine with having him join. We're supposed to be a free-to-join literature club after all, right? We'll just have to be really careful about what we say around him. Plus, I want to know what MC and Sayori have to say about this. They might have some historical beef with Kenzo.
I don't have any beef with him. I'm not sure if I'll join for off-site emails, but I'm in favor of him joining.
You don't want to do viewer emails anymore?
I'm just not enthusiastic about them. Elsewhere.
Well, I'm also okay with having him here. I'm pretty confident about Sayori being my girl. Plus, he honestly seems like a pretty swell guy.
I'm also fine with him joining us for a little while at least. It'll just take some time getting used to for me, I guess.
And I guess it's settled. I'll send you guys some texts about what the plan will be. In the meantime, next week's poems. Maybe we should welcome Kenzo with poems appropriate to one of his interests. He's into basketball, right? He is! Alright, basketball-related poems next time then. And with that, the club is adjourned.
Halloween time! Ah, Halloween, my favorite time of the year. You're so fair like pear. And I know that something is green, because I know it's Code's yummy green pepper hair. It's not! Stop calling my hair pepper hair. Also, speaking of Halloween, I don't remember, were you around when I played the Halloween DLC for the mod that Neon made? Were you around for that? I don't remember. I hope you were, because you were kind of in it. So, yeah.
So coming over this weekend, Kenzo? You know it? We still have a ton of work to do. Awesome. By the way, Monica asked me to pass along the word that she wanted to talk to you. And to Snecka from room 3L tomorrow at lunch, if you can. Like, Monica? Yes, idiot. The only Monica who goes to our school. Alright. If you see her before I do, let her know I'll talk to her. Will do, man. Catch you around.
Oh, hey, there you are, Kenzo. Thought I might find you here.
Miss Ida, what do you need?
Well, I have good news. The Literature Club people said they'd take you on. I just wanted to talk to you briefly about your extra credit work before you start working on it. Do you think you could stop by my office sometime tomorrow? Maybe at lunch?
Sure.
Great, I'll see you then.
Alright, what's going on now? 20 minutes more content? Oh, I'm sure. That was a nice mod. It was really nice. Kenzo, yeah, it is the boy. Who I think he's decent, but I don't particularly like him. Taking off for work. Have a good rest of your stream. I will, and Sid, thanks for being here. I appreciate it. See you another time.
Great, I'll see you then.
Why do I get the feeling I'm the only one who has no idea what's going on?
Sayori and MC are happily eating waffles at the kitchen table. These are so good, Sayori. Great job making them.
Well, I kind of just microwaved them from frozen. Probably wouldn't turn out too well if I tried to make waffles from scratch.
Also, thanks for the head patch. That's the nicest goodbye you could possibly give me here. I'll see you around. But you still deserve credit for microwaving the waffles. I didn't do that. Plus, you brought out the syrup. But really, doing these things really takes effort, Sayori. And you deserve credit for it.
Even so, we're eating waffles for dinner.
Yeah, well, no one can tell us what we're wrong anymore. We are mature adults now.
Yes, we are. Speaking of which, I think it's about time we head upstairs, don't you?
Oh my gosh, you're right, look at the time. We do need to get started on homework or we'll get sleepy before we finish.
Yeah, you're right.
Sayori and MC work studiously for an hour on their homework. And done. Nice, that was fast.
Only because you helped me so much.
Sayori, I'll help you with a single math problem and that's it. Nah, they're not doing the wink wink nudge nudge. Never mind, yeah, they're doing homework.
Yeah, but you were super helpful with that problem. Plus, I don't just mean that. You help me so much all the time with everything. I'm even starting to feel a little better about myself now because of you.
Well, you're probably feeling better than you would have if I had made the waffles.
I really mean it though. You do so much for me all the time. I don't know how I'd function like as a person if not for you. I wish I were better at being grateful.
You really don't have to do anything to thank me for. You really don't have anything to thank me for. Getting to be with you is more than enough thanks for me.
Yes, well, I'm starting to feel kinda sleepy. You wanna stay over at my place tonight?
Sure. Sayori is pulling back blankets as MC comes in after brushing his teeth. Getting into bed?
Yeah.
I'll just get the air mattress out. No, you're sharing the bed this time.
Does that air mattress get, uncomfortable?
Sayori gets into her bed and slides all the way to the far side. No, it's fine. Even the floor's comfortable knowing that you're near me.
Well, okay if you say so.
Sayori laughs quietly to herself.
MC, you dummy.
I'm not stupid, you know, Sayori.
You heard that? I thought you were asleep.
Yeah. I don't know. I don't want to rush things too much. We still have plenty of time for bed cuddling. Infinite time, in fact. I'm just kind of savoring our relationship just as it is.
Yeah, I can understand that. Plus, you're really shy and easily embarrassed. And it's super adorable.
You're super adorable.
Good night, MC.
Good night. MC quickly falls asleep, so Yori stays up looking at him.
Nothing? My brain's quiet? Maybe I really am getting better. Maybe it's safe to feel okay about this.
Well then, if you're not going to think about that, then how about we think about this? Oh no. Ah, there we go. That's all for now. Thanks for playing club meetings. Thanks to the usual folks who contributed assets used by the mod. You can see all the contributors in the credits.txt file. And don't forget to send Monica your emails at lit.club.press.monica@gmail.com. See you next week! Very well, let me just... There we go. And just like that, we are done. Actually pretty close. We're 3 hours and 3 minutes. And now 3 seconds. This is actually a perfect stopping time. Like, I don't even have to overdo it today. Wow. Didn't think we would time it so perfectly. Of course we're going to raid someone, Rob. Of course we're going to raid someone. We'll always raid someone. How about we raid Kiri today? Curiosity. Yeah, I think we'll raid her. Haven't raided her in a bit. Playing Tower of Fantasy. A game that I have not played. Well, let's see what's going on. Alright everyone, I want to thank everyone who was here so much for watching. If you stick around for the raid, you're going to get some more channel points, which you can use for all kinds of stuff, as you know. Now, be sure to send some love to Curiosity. She's amazing. She's an amazing content creator. And yeah, I hope to see you around tomorrow for good old Halloween. with some inscription. Hope you're looking forward to it, because I sure am. So thanks for watching, and until next time, everyone, goodbye. And of course, thanks to those of you who are watching this as a VOD as well. Your support is also greatly appreciated. And yeah, I hope to potentially see you around live in the future as well, if you can come live. But anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, bye.